Liberty.
Our country is strong. A great people has been moved to defend a great nation. Terrorist attacks can shake the foundations of our biggest buildings, but they cannot touch the foundation of America.
In the councils of government, we must guard against the acquisition of unwarranted influence, whether sought or unsought, by the military-industrial complex.
Inherently and historically opposed to secret society.
We, as Americans, have the capacity now, as we've had in the past,
long ago,
to do whatever needs to be done
and unwarranted
to preserve this last and greatest bastion of freedom.
far outweigh the dangers
In this present crisis, government is not the solution to our problem. Government is the problem.
Yeah, I can hear you.
I can't hear myself.
Oh, I don't know. Is it
Okay, I do now. My headset was just really low. My bad.
Okay.
My B.
Welcome back to Embers of Liberty, where we thought we had a technical difficulty, but we did not.
Dun, 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 dun.
We are officially streaming on YouTube and Rumble simultaneously. So if you want to watch on Rumble, go ahead and go over there. If you want to watch on YouTube, come over here. Either way, it's your choice. If the stream
neither here or there.
If the stream cuts on YouTube,
Go to bed. Go to bed.
go to bed, boy.
Go to bed.
Go to bed. Go to bed.
Yes, go to bed.
Go to bed.
But hey, the real question is it on?
I would hope so.
So I saw
Just remember,
something-
friends, it's only treason if you lose.
Is that one of our shirts? No.
No.
So I saw something on the internet today. It was a big old blob,
Make this quick.
and apparently it was called a matter baby.
A matter baby? I don't think I want to know what that is.
Aren't you going to ask what it is?
No.
I knew that was coming. You son of a bitch, you got
You
me.
will not get me with the dad jokes.
Damn.
I'm sorry. I am a professional.
This is Joe.
It's okay.
That is Joe. Anyway, as I was trying to say before we were rudely interrupted by a 5-year-old, if you're watching on YouTube and it cuts off, go to Rumble. Rumble will not cut us off for copyrights or anything of the sort. So there you go. Have a wonderful time and enjoy the show.
Malik is here. We
Now
look
then.
forward to your story later.
Yes, we are looking forward to that. Now, Joe,
Yep.
quickly, how was your week?
Good.
Got a lot to get to.
Good. And I was off yesterday. Thank you all your veterans, for your service. I enjoyed my day off yesterday. It was because of people like you.
Indeed. Lonnie, how has your previous month and a half been? It's been a while.
It's been busy.
Oh, yeah. Big round of applause for Lonnie. He is back.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Daddy Waterfall is back.
Daddy Waterfall.
Been pretty wild.
Anyway, indeed.
Justin,
So
how was yours?
it was a week. It has been a week. So, and that's pretty much all I can say about that. So, with that said, it's time to talk freedom things. Fuck yeah. Okay, so we're going to get right into it. It is Veterans Day. So,
Do we have any more Jerry tonight?
what?
Do I get to yell at Jerry again tonight?
No.
Man.
I'm going to say a couple of words. So, today is Veterans Day. Yesterday was the Marine Corps birthday. So, happy belated birthday to all you Marines out there. I know how much it means to you guys. And also to all the other services and the Marine Corps, thank you for your service. We truly appreciate it. We would not have the wonderful country that we have today if it had not been for you guys.
So,
And for that, you deserve a round of applause.
yeah.
See, my message was much more meaningful than I got the day off. Fuck you.
I'm sure you were going to say
Anywho,
something.
Don't
it
let
would
him lie. He
appear
already had the day off.
That's because he already had the day off.
I did have
Yeah.
the day off.
Bitch.
I did have the day off.
He gets them Fridays off.
No, I get every other Friday off, but that's beside the point.
Either way.
Either way, it's pretty nice. So I toast you guys.
Oh shit, my drink's empty. I'm cheersing.
Where is it? Failure yourself. Thank you.
Can't even hit the right fucking button.
I can't see them, dude. What do you want me to do?
I can't see you. You know what?
Okay, so cheers to all of our veterans out there. Lonnie, get a beer, quick.
I'm trying. It's fucking zipper.
Oh, dude, they couldn't hear any of the desktop audio because it's all muted.
Oh, fuck.
It didn't unmute for some reason. There's still some bugs that I got to work out.
There we go.
Okay, sorry about that.
You know what?
Indeed. Yeah, they couldn't hear the smell like failure. They couldn't hear, I don't know if they could hear the...
Screeching Eagle, the America.
They definitely didn't hear the America. So let's talk freedom things. Yada, yada, yada. Go back and listen to my speech, whatever. Cheers to all you veterans out there. We truly appreciate your service. Anyway,
Can I went up my nose
it
a little
would
bit?
appear that World War III has started, and they just don't want to tell you yet.
About freaking time.
With everything going on in the world, it is pretty apparent that this is not going to remain localized. We have American drones being shot down over Yemen. We've got Israel in a very bloody war with Hamas. We've got Ukraine, and Iran is just doing what Iran does and funding it all. So at this point, I feel like a war with Iran is kind of inevitable. I don't think that we're going to get out of this without...
There's definitely going to be a skirmish at the least.
Without something happening between the United States and Iran. But we are going to go straight into the war in Israel. So Israel tunnel warfare. And so this is, we're not going to watch the whole thing, but this is kind of what they're finding in Gaza. They're finding all these tunnels and destroying them. They're fighting with Hamas in the tunnels. And just remember that these people are 100% using Palestinian civilians as human shields. These tunnel networks go underneath hospitals, underneath residential buildings.
Not only that, there are miles and miles, like hundreds of miles worth of tunnels.
There are tons of tunnels. So anyway, check this out.
So it was very strategic for them.
Yeah, of course. Because that's why we are here. And we found a massive tunnels and from here.
Jesus, that sounds like a lot of freedom back there.
Northern Gaza and the outgoing gunfire from the Israel Defense Forces never stops. Heavy machine guns, tanks and mortars aimed at Hamas strongholds.
Yeah, it's
Then a shouted warning and the commanding officer quickly ushers us to cover.
Let's go to there.
Okay.
Because,
We've been standing in the same place too long, and here, that's never a good idea. This is Israel's war on Hamas up close.
I'm in Beit Hanun in northern Gaza, about a mile from the Israeli border. There's very little left of this town now, and what is left is being razed to the ground by bulldozers.
From here and other places, the Hamas fanatics emerged on October the 7th, broke through to Israel, and began their killing spree. More than 1,400 people died and 242 were taken hostage. Now, a month after the war began, Beit Hanun is just an urban wasteland of damaged buildings, concrete and twisted steel. The males joined a media embed with the IDF, who are keen to show us how Hamas ruthlessly exploited civilians, their homes and their schools for terror. Human shields for their rocket attacks on Israel, and cover for their network of tunnels, said to stretch 300 miles under Gaza.
Jeez.
Yeah.
It's a lot of
The first thing you
tunnels.
notice here is the complete devastation.
Like Vietnam
There's not
all
a
over
building
again.
that's escaped the bombing, which came from land and sea, but mostly from the air. It's a wasteland, and even the buildings still standing are mostly concrete skeletons with gaping holes where walls used to be.
we are in North Gaza. You see, it's a civilian city. You want to wish that it's a normal city, but in every 2 or 3 houses we see bombs, we see entrance of tunnels. It's not a little organization, a terror organization that it's a massive. It's a massive of. We have here rockets and
I think we can pretty much cut it here. So again, it just goes to show you that the reason that all of this is happening to Gaza is not Israel.
Yeah.
It's because of who?
Hamas.
Thank you.
Not to be confused with one of my favorite snacks. Hummus.
Yeah, hummus is not Hamas. Okay, don't ban hummus.
Don't you do it.
Don't do it.
I'll get angry.
Don't do it. People will be mad.
I've
People
been
will
very
get
disappointed
angry.
though, because my favorite one is the garlic hummus. And
the roasted red pepper is
that's my second. That's my second.
I agree.
But and I've got some of that in the fridge, but because they're out of garlic at Walmart, I was mad. So mad.
Yeah, it's a very good. Apparently, I saw there was a restaurant one time that they made hummus wraps.
I make hummus sandwiches, like paninis.
Yeah,
like toast the bread and
yeah, they make like some sort of a wrap, but like with all these different like Mediterranean fixings.
Oh yeah,
and they use that as like a spread on the inside of the like bread that they like. I guess they use like a naan as like a wrap.
Yeah, like the naan bread.
Yeah. Okay, so staying on the Israel front, go to the IDF rocket launch.
Yeah.
Go down one more.
I'm trying.
Yep, there you go. I don't understand why sometimes it'll let me replace and sometimes it won't. This is a very short clip, but this is kind of what the fighting in Gaza looks like. So. I mean, it is a fucking war zone.
That's serious business if you're firing javelins.
It is.
Yeah, I bet they were running from cover. They're not messing with a rinky-dink army here.
No, they're not.
Yeah.
So it said that they were aiming to cripple Hamas so that they could not attack Israel.
Look at that
again.
number right there.
Yeah.
Every reason to be there doing what they're doing.
Yep. I mean, yeah, a lot more Palestinians have died than that, but
sorry.
I mean, at the end of the day,
the retaliation doesn't have to equal.
It does not
the
have to. No, it doesn't have to be
equal.
An equal response. We're not just going to go kill 1,400 people. We're going to eliminate Hamas. Period. Like
yep.
That's the end of it.
Yep.
And if it had been America, oh man, you wouldn't Gaza wouldn't exist anymore if it had been America.
They would have got the Screaming Eagle, baby.
They would have give it to him. Give it to him.
They would have got it.
That's right.
And then it was followed by this.
Yep.
Saying.
They would have 100%. What are you doing?
I sound distant. I sound a little distant. There we go. That's a little better.
Yeah. Well, maybe I want you to sound distant. Punk ass bitch. So, anyway.
Hello. Is there anybody out there?
I mean, but basically, that guy just walked up there with his dick hanging out wet.
100%.
100%.
And
it is.
And then Hamas was like,
"Oh shit, not good."
Indeed. Indeed. That is correct.
It is the Kate.
Hello, my love.
"Hello, Kate. How are you?"
But anyway, yeah. So we go from that. We go from that to the Reaper drone being shot down, and we're going to watch most of this because this has a lot of other pertinent information in it. So check this out.
A Fox News alert, the U.S. military unleashing a second round of airstrikes on a Syrian weapons storage facility that the Pentagon says Iran used to attack American troops. This after U.S. military bases in Iraq and in Syria were attacked at least 42 times.
Yes.
Okay.
Times in about half as many days. And yesterday, Iranian-backed Houthi rebels shot down a U.S. MQ-9 Reaper drone off the coast of Yemen.
Alex Hogan is on the ground in northern Israel with the very latest. Alex, good morning.
Good morning, Harley and Todd. We're in northern Israel. Just behind me on the hillside, you can see that border wall. That is Lebanon. There's a lot of international concern and attempts to try
so
and
Israel
ease
can have a
tensions
border wall,
here.
but we can't?
Meanwhile, late last night, U.S.
Israel
military
ain't fucking
firing
dumb.
and striking a weapons arms location in eastern Syria using 2 F-15s. The defense secretary says that move was in self-defense. Now, take a look at this. This is the map showing where U.S. forces have been attacked 42 times across the Middle East in the last 4 weeks. And last night,
all of that, everything that's happening on that screen right there is Iran. Make no mistake, Iran is calling the shots when it comes to all of this stuff that's happening to our air bases and our troops, all the attacks that are happening. That is 100% Iran pulling the strings. And if you don't think it is, you are dead wrong and stupid. Okay? At the end of the day, Iran needs its shit kicked in, but we can't do it until Iran directly attacks us.
Here's the most fucked up part about it. They're doing all these attacks with our money that we give them.
Yeah.
That's the fucked up part about it.
But it was their money. We just released it back to them, and we should have never released it back.
No, we shouldn't have, because they're a known terror supporter. And you can say what you want. It's not Iran. It's not Iran. Yeah, it's not Iran, but Iran is 100% paying for it. Period. Iran is 100% telling these people attack these air bases.
If you pay a assassin to kill somebody for you, you're also go to jail.
Just as guilty.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
you are 100% just as guilty.
Iran is paying.
Scooch in just a smidge. There you go.
Iran is facilitating these attacks, so they're just as guilty.
Exactly. And that's kind of the point that I'm making, is that if they're going to continue to do this, we know it's them. Just kick their shit in. Okay? I believe in
what's
peace.
scary is they have potential to use nuclear weapons.
Yeah, well, it's kind of hard to do that when your entire country is a sheet of glass.
Well, look at this. I'll just say this. People were way more worried about Russia, and guess where they're at? Not using nukes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fair.
And they are a lot more capable than Iran.
They are. They definitely are.
That's fair.
So,
U.S. defense officials confirmed to Fox that off the coast of Yemen, Houthis shot down a U.S. MQ-9 Reaper drone. These drones are for intelligence and surveillance and cost about $32 million. Meanwhile, in Gaza, the IDF continues to press forward, unleashing new airstrikes in Gaza overnight. 351 Israeli soldiers have been killed in the last month, since October 7th. 35 of them killed just since that ground incursion began. And on the ground in the last day, Israeli forces made this discovery: a weapons production and storage center in an apartment building right next to a child's bedroom. As international conversations build around this potential temporary pause to discuss the release of hostages.
So it's not the Palestinian people, right? Except for you literally store weapons next to Palestinian children.
Well, you heard in the last video, the guy said that every 2 or 3 homes that they go into, there's an entrance to a tunnel. I'm sorry, but if you were to actually fight back some way at all, something better than what you're doing, I mean, that shouldn't be a thing.
Yeah, I agree with Malik on that one right there.
I was about to comment on Malik's comment. So Malik says it's more complicated than that. If we fully jump in to get Iran, it will incentivize China and Russia to join with them. I think Russia's got its hands full enough as it is.
Yeah, they're kind of getting their shit kicked in too.
But we have to worry about China, though. I agree with Malik.
So again, China has not seen any type of actual conflict in decades.
Yeah, it's been since the 50s?
But they got a lot of freaking people.
They might have a lot of people, but how many of those people are just going to turn and run when they see the United States coming?
I don't know.
Not only that, but I mean, if we get into this, okay. So my thing is NATO knows that these attacks are being funded by Iran. That technically is Article 5.
And yet they have established one of the Iranian people as the human.
No. They chaired a human rights council discussion or some shit like that. Yeah, let's just put the most people hating motherfuckers in the planet in charge of a human rights convention Yeah, okay, I really believe that. Why don't you go stone your wife some more, okay? Shut the fuck up. It's all bullshit, and at the end of the day, we're done with this video, Lonnie.
Okay.
I thought there was more in there than what it was. I must have been thinking of a different one. But there's a lot going on.
But yeah, this whole thing with the whole thing with China that you're hearing about, the United States is so worried about China, it's because the current administration right now, they want to have a tango with China.
I don't think the current administration wants to tangle with China. I think,
and I'm not saying that they necessarily want to go to war, but they want to make. I think it's all for appearances. They want it to look good because obviously there's some shady dealings going on.
Yeah, obviously.
I think they want to have that, like, everybody's like, oh, China's such a threat, because it makes Joe Biden look better.
It does, but at the end of the day, anybody that's paid attention knows that everything that China builds is shit.
Yeah, have you noticed their manufacturing? They can produce a lot of shit.
But it's literal shit.
Yeah. I'm not really too concerned with their military capabilities. They have a few things that you can be concerned with, but
nuclear weapons mainly.
Nothing's been battle tested. None of their stuff.
No, and I'm pretty sure that it would be the same situation as Russia's facing, except for a lot more people would die.
Yeah, and here's the thing. Look, I'm just saying, they have the border conflict with India, and when India's beating your ass with rocks and sticks, yeah, I'm not worried about you.
I'm not worried about your military. I'm sorry.
I'm not fucking concerned.
And then we go from there to Ukraine. So Ukrainian forces have started blowing up.
Das Vidanya.
And so here's the thing, right? So as a libertarian, I'm isolationist in nature, but we do have political allies and national allies that are at war. Ukraine's not necessarily one of those allies because they're an inherently corrupt country, as demonstrated by Hunter Biden.
But it doesn't make what Russia did any less fucked up.
It doesn't. So, I mean, at the end of the day, yes, I'm on the side of the Ukrainian people. I just don't want to fund it.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Keep your money and let them fight their war.
But knowing what kind of aid we've actually given them, as opposed to just the wave top, assumption that we're just giving them money. We're not actually giving them much money. We're giving them a lot of weapons that are about to be expired.
Yeah, we've given them a lot of artillery. We've given them some tanks.
Not only that, but my friend Apoorva, who I work with, actually
Patriot Systems
makes a really good point about this, and I'm only shouting him out because I haven't talked about it on the show yet. But he makes the point that they're basically testing our weapons for us for free.
That's true.
I mean, we're getting something out of it, but I don't know that we're getting as much out of it as
because you have to think these guys are getting a crash course training, and I'm just going to say, I'm not going to say what I know, but I know a lot of our weapons that have been sent over there are being limited by our people who are doing the training. I do know firsthand knowledge of this.
Yeah.
Some weapons are being cut back on their potential, and they're already still very effective.
Right.
So, like, if they were unleashing their full potential,
could you imagine it's what it not would do? Just that, because I know what you're talking about too, because I have, I know people. Some of the stuff that we're giving them is like the older generations of stuff that doesn't have the capabilities of the newer stuff that we're making now.
Yep.
So, I mean, I'm okay with that. Because most of the money that they're allocating for Ukraine isn't really money, it's arms. And we're using the money to replace the ones that we have given them with the newer stuff, which is fine. So, I mean, it's not really a course reversal so much as it is a better understanding, right? Because I'm all for sending no more money, like financial support to Ukraine, but I'm also all for helping them defend themselves. Because they shouldn't have been invaded to begin with, but they wouldn't have been invaded if Joe Biden wasn't president. So,
truth.
Anyway, this is a perfect example of how our weapons are helping the Ukrainians. So,
nice.
That's a big boom. It sounds a lot like this. That's all the Russians hear when that comes. They just hear screaming eagles.
chunks of vehicles flying miles away.
And you see incoming artillery too.
Yeah.
Where Russia's actually, fighting
So I
back.
wonder if is that 777s?
I'm not sure.
Because 777s have been messing up armor over there big time.
I'm not sure what they used, but
I think it's probably 777s.
I guarantee you we made them.
Oh, yeah.
The other part is that Russia's military capabilities just aren't that strong.
No.
They're not great at war.
They're old and outdated.
They're really bad.
Like shooting a BB gun through cardboard.
That's exactly what our weapons do to their stuff. So,
yeah, that's the truth. And like you're saying, that's what's crazy. We're using old versions of our new tech, and we're limiting that old technology.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're seeing this kind of destruction, just imagine our next gen weaponry at its full capacity.
It's going to be bad for anybody that
bad.
Anybody that
and that's the thing.
starts this shit
You heard
with
about
us.
like Iraq and Afghanistan and stuff, and all the stuff that happened over there, but they didn't use hardly any of the stuff that they're using right now in Ukraine.
No, they didn't,
because there wasn't really a need for it.
There was not. I'm sorry.
I gotta use the bathroom.
Yep.
Is that?
Nope. You gotta use our bathroom.
Okay. Thought I'd check. That happened over there.
Nah.
Nah.
So there's people watching on Rumble.
That's what I was looking at a minute ago.
If you're on Rumble and you're enjoying the show, leave us a chat. We'll get to it as soon as we see it. And if the live chat's not working, I don't know what to tell you, because we don't really use. This is the first time we've really used Rumble in a while. Yeah, put something in there, Joe. Hey, it's working. So, if you're watching on YouTube and you want to go to Rumble, feel free, because it's working fine. But yeah, leave us a chat. Tell us where you're from. Give us your political leanings.
My name is Commando Joe on there because I don't wear underwear. No, I'm just kidding.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just kidding.
I knew it would turn to dicks. I knew it. I knew it would turn to dicks at some point.
And that's and butt as well.
Oh
my dick isn't the only thing that goes in my underwear.
Stupid.
Haven't used that button in a while. So I think your son's out of the bed again.
It's okay, bed's here.
I know. But still. So anyway.
Bryson, come here. Come here. You want to say something in the microphone?
Hey, I need help. Hey, I need help.
That's a good thing to say in the microphone.
Yeah.
Now child services are going to show up at my door.
Hey.
Hey.
I lost my water bottle.
Where's your water bottle at?
Where is it?
I don't know. You'll have to go find it.
It's right there. It's right there at the computer. You see it?
Oh, look there.
There you go.
You found your water bottle. Kids, gotta love them.
Okay, go to bed.
We're just waiting on Lonnie to get back.
Should have totally just sat down like, Bryson, what's your take on the war?
War bad. So another thing that I find interesting about all of this is the fact that I have friends who are saying that some of these migrants that are coming into the United States are being sent here by the UN. And then they're having hotels and stuff paid for them and being told to wait further instruction. I think it's super interesting. I don't know how true it is, but it is something that has been thrown out there.
That is interesting.
If you will. Lonnie, welcome back.
Hello.
Gonna have to...
Took you a minute. Were you tickling some taint in there?
No,
Hey.
What?
No, sir.
What I do in the bathroom, my taint is my business. Okay?
Yeah, exactly.
No, I was putting
This
my
is
hair
why
up. I
people
was
watch us.
fucking
We have a
hot.
good time. We have fun. And
I had let the freedom down. and then I got hot, so I had to put it back up.
Yeah.
I was sweating.
All right, so
Malik says he's heard about the sleepers too.
Yeah. So the rumor is that they're here to assist with disarming American citizens, which, quite frankly, we're all tickled to hear you say that. But that's neither here nor there. So we're going to move on to.
Trusty has gotten a little dusty down there.
We're going to be
waterproof bag.
Could you shut the fuck up?
Hey, this is what you get. This is what you get.
This is No Laptop Joe.
You want No Laptop Joe?
I still like No Laptop Joe. No Laptop Joe is much more interactive than Laptop Joe because you're not distracted by the laptop.
This is true. I agree.
So I'm actually enjoying not having a laptop or computer responsibilities as well.
Will you shut up and keep talking about something important?
Anyway. The people want strikes on Joe,
smacked.
And the people will get them.
Make my dang eye twitch.
Anyway, so we're going to move on to the pro-Palestine crowd.
Fucking idiots. That's all I got to say about that.
This is the dumbest shit you could possibly do. Okay? Why would you storm air bases housing United States troops? That's a surefire way to get fucked straight in the ass. Okay?
With no lube.
By the long dick of Uncle Sam.
And he doesn't use lube, baby. Trust us, we all get it every day.
That's what they're going to be hearing,
we
too.
all get it every day. So check, I mean, just play this. They're definitely getting hosed.
Oh shit, not good.
Where's hold on, pause it for a second. You remember when Black Lives Matter protesters were getting tear gassed and everybody was saying this is a war crime? I don't hear anybody crying about this.
They're too worried.
It only matters if it happens to Americans. That's right.
These nuts. Got him.
Yeah.
That's what Black Lives Matter saying right now.
Yeah. That actually fits what Kate asked. What is that chair going to stop? These nuts. Go. Yeah. So, I mean, this is a stupid look, okay? We don't have to watch any more of it. I just wanted everybody to see what was happening.
Can we watch a little more?
We can watch a little more if you want to.
It's entertaining.
I mean, it is kind of entertaining.
Hey, hold on a second.
What are we looking for here?
Hold on. This guy, you know what he's saying?
What?
He keeps kicking me in the tank. Why does he keep kicking me in the tank?
Is this guy on his phone? Is this guy like on his phone in a call?
It looks like it. They can't see the cursor, unfortunately. Go to the
It fits so good.
Go to the display capture down here real quick. Over.
I can't.
Display capture up right there. Double click it.
Capture cursor. Yeah, right there.
Yeah.
Click on capture cursor.
Yeah.
There you go.
There we go. Now they'll be able to see it.
So this guy right here. This one.
Yeah, that guy.
That's what he's saying right there.
He keeps kicking me in the tank.
And the guy.
Why does he keep kicking me in the tank?
And then this guy right here. He's fucking. It looks like he's on the phone.
It does.
It looks like it. I don't think he is, but it looks like it. Maybe it's earmuffs or something.
Hello.
I don't know. Anyway,
hold on,
will my order be at my house by the time I get done with this? Right?
Flag.
It is just the flag.
It's
Interesting.
just wrapped up around his neck.
It just when they find him, hanging from the fence with that flag.
Yeah,
you'll know that it was just a little too tight.
He's going for like the linebacker neck roll in football, trying to appear intimidating.
Yeah, it's not working, dude. Anyway, continue. Choke slamming. Don't make me get the hose.
It puts the lotion on its skin.
Or else it gets the hose again. Goddamn right.
Arkadaşlar.
Oh my God.
You know what's wrong with these people?
You know what this guy's saying?
What?
Bullshit.
Yep.
A bullshit. A bullshit.
You know what's wrong with these people?
What?
They haven't had enough Judy slang at them.
They have not had any Judy slung
They don't know
at
what
them.
to expect when someone's walking around with a half-cocked Judy.
Nope. And that right yonder is a pot licker that won't be licking nimmer pots. All right, move on to the next video.
What do you say?
I mean, just a perfect right angle. Just, you know.
I think you heard me. We can move on to the next video. Oh my God, this show's too much fun. I mean, I am truly having a good time. Now, London, on the other hand, looks up. I don't know. I don't know why I did that.
Fucking.
I mean, it doesn't really matter because it's not any.
I know,
voice,
but
so.
still.
Meanwhile, in London, you know, with a very large Islamic population, they're doing this shit.
And just hold on. This is a prime example of why we fucking separated.
I mean, the sad thing is that it's happening here too.
Yeah, but still.
But it's worse in England for sure.
Oh yeah, I guarantee it.
Definitely in London. So continue. I mean, this is just it's the people in Palestine would kill you. They do not like you.
I hate that map of Call of Duty.
All right, pause it real quick for a second. So on one hand, you've got these folks. Some of these folks are saying ceasefire, right? Then you got
that's too familiar.
No justice, no peace. Oh yeah,
yeah.
With a skateboard. Last dude that tried that shit with a skateboard, he didn't have a good day.
He flipped around and found out.
But okay,
there is a scale. Fuck around and find out.
And it has a very sharp trajectory, depending on how far you want to go.
This much. Okay, look. Yeah.
I'm trying to do.
I don't know.
Hold on.
All right, there you go. There you go.
So this is
there.
Yeah. So if you fuck around this much, you're gonna find out this much. If you fuck around this much, you're gonna find out this much. I'm on the complete wrong end here. I don't know.
On the complete wrong end.
I'm stupid. Okay.
But, okay. So what? On a serious note, what's getting me is you got these people saying ceasefire, right?
Teleprompter.
But then the
For
same
the last
people.
time, anything you put on that prompter, Burgundy will read.
But also in the same hand, the same people are saying, what is that word that they're using for rebellion or whatever?
Intifada.
Yeah, they're calling for the Intifada.
Yeah. This is all bullshit. Like all of it. And the only good thing that's come out of this is in the next video. It's coming back to stateside now. We've got the Hamas caucus. Rashida Tlaib has been censured.
Dude, just looking at her pisses me off.
It really does. It really does. And it's not because she's
angry.
brown. It's not because she's Muslim. It's not because she's Palestinian. It's because she's an anti-Semite piece of shit.
It's because I hear her voice when I look at her.
I'm sorry, but everything about this woman
infuriates me.
And who's the woman on the left right there?
Ilhan Omar.
She pisses me off too. Just looking at her pisses me off too.
Now, there's a part in this video where you're going to think...
we call her the brother fucker.
Yes. There's a part in this video where you're going to think that it's Ilhan Omar's hand on Rashida Tlaib's shoulder. You'll see it when you get there.
Oh, Jesus. This is exciting.
I'm the only Palestinian American serving in Congress, Mr. Chair, and my perspective is needed here now more than ever. I will not be silenced, and I will not let you distort my words. Folks forget I'm from the city of Detroit, the most beautiful, blackest city in the country where...
Hold on.
What the fuck does that have to do with anything?
No, what the fuck is up with this eyebrow?
I don't know.
Why are they uneven?
He's got Forrest Whitaker eye.
He really does.
Farted.
Probably.
Oh,
Ilhan smells it.
Guess his fart. Guess his fart. Sounds like
Is that onion?
Something like bullshit. Is what it smells like.
A bullshit? A bullshit? A bullshit.
Yeah.
Anywho.
I learned to speak truth to power even if my voice shakes. Trying to bully or censor me won't work because this movement for a ceasefire is much bigger than one person. It's growing every single day.
Yeah, because
there are
idiots
millions
like
of people across our country who oppose Netanyahu's extremism and are done watching our government support collective punishment and the use of white phosphorus bombs that melt flesh to the bone.
Didn't happen.
They are done watching our government, Mr. Chair, supporting cutting off food, water, electricity, and medical care to millions of people with nowhere to go. Like me, Mr. Chair, they don't believe the answer to war crimes is more war crimes.
Well,
the refusal of Congress and the administration to acknowledge Palestinian lives is chipping away at my soul.
Yeah.
Over 10,000 Palestinians have been killed. Majority were children. But let me be clear. My criticism has always been of the Israeli government and Netanyahu's actions.
No, it hasn't.
It is important
Pause
to separate
that.
people and government.
Go to overlay 1, please. This is Rashida Tlaib's very own tweet. From the river to the sea is an aspirational call for freedom, human rights, and peaceful coexistence, not death, destruction, or hate. My work and advocacy is always centered in justice and dignity for all people, no matter faith or ethnicity. Unfortunately for you, from the river to the sea is not an aspirational call for freedom. It is an aspirational call to shove all Jews into the sea from the river
to...
You fucking anti-Semitic piece of shit, okay? You can't say those words and expect not to have consequences. Your freedom of speech is not being infringed upon. You're being held accountable for the things that you said. You're being held accountable for the lies that you've told. Like, I don't know, the hospital that got bombed by Islamic Jihad and you blamed it on Israel because you're a fucking idiot. I'm sorry, but no.
Smell like faith.
You are getting exactly what you deserve, and your words are not being twisted. You're sitting there saying from the river to the sea, Palestine should be free. Unfortunately for you, that means, according to Hamas's own leaders, the complete extermination of Jews and the Jewish state. So yes, we know exactly what you meant.
Oh my gosh.
Okay? Fuck off.
Eat a dick.
Thank you, Joe. Continue.
So, check this out. Hold on. Check this out. So, this is apparently what the white phosphorus. These are not white phosphorus. This looks like almost like those knot bombs. Let's check this out. They're saying that this is white. Let's smoke. Let's smoke.
Dude, white phosphorus fucking glows.
Yeah, it does.
But watch this. Watch this. They're trying to say this is it. Watch this little bomb here. See?
No.
No, that is not white phosphorus.
That was an airburst.
You want to go see what white phosphorus is? Go look at the footage from Ukraine. They actually use white phosphorus.
That in Bakhmut and stuff.
And like it rained down like falling stars.
Yeah,
like that shit was creepy.
It's like raining down fire.
Right.
Anywho, continue with this.
Mr. Chair, no government is beyond criticism. The idea that criticizing the government of Israel is anti-Semitic sets a very dangerous precedent, and it's being used to silence diverse voices speaking up for human rights across our nation. Do you realize what it's like, Mr. Chair, for the people outside the chamber right now, listening in agony to their own government dehumanizing them? To hear the President of the United States we helped elect dispute death tolls as we see video after video of dead children and parents under rubble. Mr. Chair, do you know what it's like to fear rising hate crimes, to know how Islamophobia and anti-Semitism makes us all less safe, and worry that your own child might suffer the horrors that 6-year-old Wadia did in Illinois? I can't believe I have to say this, but Palestinian people are not disposable.
Nobody's saying they are, you dumbass.
No. Pause it for a second.
That is a dude's hand.
Yeah. That's not Ilhan's hand.
Well,
I got really confused for a minute when I saw that. No, her hand is more in the center of Rashida's back. But
Yeah.
here's the thing. Nobody's saying that the Palestinian people should suffer for what Hamas did.
Hence the reason why Israel's even telling them to evacuate out of the areas in which they're about to attack, which is more than what they should do.
Correct. The problem is that when Israel tells them to evacuate, Hamas says, stay
in place or we're going to kill you.
Hamas wants your people as human shields. And if you don't realize that, you're the problem.
And see, and here's the problem, right? Here's where it's the biggest problem is in the past, that's worked. There was nothing that provoked Israel to go past the point of, okay, there's a bunch of civilians here, we'll let this slide.
Now, there is something to be said about the fact that civilians are the ones paying the biggest price, and that's that all it's going to serve to do is radicalize more people.
Yep.
That's the primary problem with it.
But, I mean,
also, the deeper problem, though, is that it is Hamas saying, don't go, ignore those calls, ignore those messages, stay here and die for us.
Also, if you love them so much, where's your head covering? Where's your face covering?
No.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, if you were to go to Palestine right now, Rashida,
They would shoot you in the face.
They would shoot you in the face
And
or
then rape
stone you to death.
Wait, they would rape you and then stone you. And then shoot you.
Why?
And then drag your dead, naked body through the street.
Because that's what
Why
they
would
do.
they do that? Because you support LGBTQ. You support all the things that are anti your religion. I'm sorry. It doesn't work this way, okay? You're getting censured because you're an anti-Semite. That's just what it is.
And you're pretty much just a dumbass in general.
Sorry, darling.
So, anyway, continue.
Oh, she's so sad.
Give her an Oscar.
We are human beings, just like anyone else. My city, my grandmother, like all Palestinians, just wants to live her life with freedom and human dignity we all deserve. Speaking up to save lives, Mr. Chair, no matter faith, no matter ethnicity, should not be controversial in this chamber. The cries of the Palestinian and Israeli children sound no different.
And no one's disagreeing with that. But you're calling for the death of all Jewish people in Israel.
When you say from the river to the sea,
that's what that
you are
means.
literally advocating for the destruction of Israel and the Jewish people. I'm sorry. I feel you get no sympathy from me.
I agree with you, but I don't sympathize with you.
Correct. I agree that these people do not deserve to be caught in the crossfire.
Her tears make me feel nothing.
Correct.
Exactly.
They make me feel anger, but
anger
at her, not anger at Israel for what Israel's doing, because Israel is ultimately doing what Israel has to do.
Yep.
Also, how much money are you making a year? Can't you, bring your mother or your grandmother here?
Well, I mean, some people don't want to leave their home.
Okay, well, that's their problem then.
Because, they want to see the death of all Jews.
Anyway, I think we can cut this one off here.
I agree.
And I would like to go to the next video, because the problem with everything that she's saying about the Palestinian people is pretty evident in this next video. This is a very short video, but this is what they do when Israelis die, okay?
That's a lot of fucking people.
That's a lot of celebration. Yeah, you have a couple of Hamas members intermingled with all of that, but I guarantee you that the majority of those people are just normal citizens.
Yeah, and they're calling for the intifada.
And they are calling for intifada. Okay? I'm sorry, but and Malik says something that I was about to say. It's all fighting age males.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Well, I mean, women don't get a say, so I mean.
Now, you heard Rashida Tlaib. Now hear a Jewish member of Congress.
Gentleman from Ohio is recognized for 2 minutes.
I thank the gentleman for yielding. Mr. Speaker, I rise today at what I think is a very serious moment for our country and for the world. Hate and anti-Semitism are on the rise. Our strongest ally and great friend Israel is under siege at the hands of brutal terrorists. And a member of the United States Marines House of Representatives echoing a line that is clear to call murdered Jews and push Israel off the map from the river to the sea. To be clear, from the river to the sea, as someone who's Jewish, means to exterminate my people. Never again. Mr. Speaker, the ADL recently reported that anti-Semitic incidents rose by roughly 400% in the 2 weeks following Hamas's evil attack on Israel, which began 1 month ago today. There is no question that these incidents are a direct result of the hate-filled lies and anti-Semitic rhetoric perpetuated by members of this body. From the river to the sea. What exactly does that mean, from the river to the sea? Palestine will be free. I'm happy to educate all of you. It means the extermination of the Jewish people. I understand that my colleague, the gentlelady from Michigan, thinks that this is some kind of aspirational message. It's a joke. Mr. Speaker, I do think that this is an aspirational message, but it's not an aspiration for peaceful coexistence. It's an aspiration to erasure the state of Israel and its people, the Jewish people who call it home, who've been refugees since the very beginning of time. It is an aspiration to the genocide of Jews. Mr. Speaker, I believe strongly that members of this body should be able to speak their minds freely, but I also think there should be consequences for those who use their platforms to perpetuate garbage that puts any American at risk, especially because of their religion. Mr. Speaker, I believe that actions have consequences, and I believe that after a long string of anti-Semitic remarks and hate-filled rhetoric, censure is an appropriate consequence for the gentlelady from Michigan.
Gentleman's
never
time
again,
has expired.
Damn it means never again. I yield back.
You know what he gets?
You're damn right, son. You're damn right. Never again means never again.
Thing right?
We can watch some of this. It's longer, but Chip Roy also wanted to chime in on this. I like Chip Roy.
Gentleman from Texas is recognized.
Again.
That's fine.
Recognized for 4 minutes.
I thank the gentleman from Georgia for his time. And with respect to the gentleman from Maryland, I understand the perspectives with respect to free speech. And I certainly wish to always stand aside the protection of free speech in this country. But this goes well beyond that, because we're not talking about restraining the gentlelady from Michigan's ability to speak as an American citizen. We're not talking about punishing her, putting her in jail. What we're talking about is whether a member of the United States House of Representatives, whether a member of this body representing this nation, is justified in putting forward a defense of the actions of Hamas terrorists that murdered innocent Israeli citizens, is holding United States citizens and Israelis hostage, and in her own language was defending on October 8th, a mere 24 hours into the brutal and barbaric attacks in which babies were beheaded, babies were placed into ovens, literally. Moms were raped in a house while their babies were put in an oven. A documented account, video evidence. And this is dismissed as resistance to an apartheid state. My problem is that the gentlelady is also referring to, quote, Joe Biden supporting the genocide of the Palestinian people. The gentlelady has put forward that by virtue of the United States of America funding in solidarity the people of Israel in defense of their right to exist, that by virtue of our position as Americans, standing in front of that flag in this chamber representing 330 million Americans, that by funding and supporting Israel, we are somehow perpetuating the call for violence that we saw unfold right before our eyes on October 7th in the most brutal and heinous acts that some of us have ever seen. I do not doubt the gentlelady's sincerity of her concern for her home people and concerns about the attacks on the people of Gaza. I had some people who called into question that I would put out my public support for my former colleague, Justin Amash, who lost cousins in a church, receiving missile fire into a building next to a church. I genuinely pray for the people of Israel, the people of Gaza, the people throughout the world that are now dealing with all of this. But the gentlelady cannot, as a member of Congress, be standing up and telling the world that what we saw unfold in attacking Israel is justified. We can't.
That is completely
Free
accurate.
speech matters. I have grave concern right now about where this institution is going with respect to censures. I voted against the censure last week because I thought it had drafting problems, and I thought it had significant concerns it raised. I believe the work that was done by my friend from Georgia here put forward a resolution that is worthy of support. And so I support the resolution and believe that we should pass it. I thank the gentleman from Georgia.
Amen, brother. Now, you get to hear from the dissenting side. Because this is also gross.
Why does this lady not have hair?
She probably has alopecia.
No Jada.
Or she shaves her hair. Who knows?
Speaker, I rise in opposition to this censure
that shit with a
resolution that is
car bumper,
blatantly
too.
Islamophobic, anti-democratic, and an utter waste of time.
No,
This
you are a
resolution
waste
is
of
as
time.
dishonest as it is unproductive. Any member who denies that Congresswoman Tlaib is opposed to killing of civilians, Israeli, Palestinian, and Americans alike, is willfully ignoring the truth. Representative Tlaib was elected by voters in Michigan to do exactly what she does best: advocate for a better, safer, more just world. She leads with love, speaks truth to power, and seeks justice even when her life and that of her family and her staff are threatened. As a daughter, mother, sister, friend, advocate, and effective duly elected 3-term first ever Palestinian American member of Congress, she has been a much needed voice in an institution that has too often failed to listen. Today, Republicans are again attacking a Democratic colleague just because they don't like what she has to say.
What?
Another shameful but predictable ploy distraction from the real traffickers of hate who are obsessed with...
What? What? I don't trust women with no hair. Oh, jeez.
We just both saw it at the same time.
Me neither, brother. Me neither.
I mean, listen.
I mean, if she's got a problem, I understand. But if she just shaves it just to be like, "Hey, look at me," then piss off. But
no, still piss off.
Oh, take your
policing
bald ass on
progressive
somewhere
women
else.
of color.
Bald-headed ass.
I oppose this offensive resolution for every little girl from Michigan to the Middle East who sees herself when they see the leadership of Representative Rashida Tlaib, and I urge my colleagues to do the same.
Gentleladies.
So you oppose this resolution because you think it's Islamophobic to say that Rashida Tlaib is anti-Semitic?
Huh.
Interesting. Seems like you might be a little bit of an anti-Semite as well. Anywho, and then we go to my favorite representative to go after right now on Twitter, Cori Bush. Because she is a dumbass.
Maryland is recognized.
I yield 1 minute to the gentlewoman from Missouri, Ms. Bush.
Gentlewoman from Missouri is recognized for 1 minute.
St. Louis and I rise today in opposition to this censure resolution.
Pause that.
Holy ghetto.
St. Louis and I? No, you rise. I highly doubt that St. Louis actually rises.
I doubt St. Louis gives a shit.
I would suspect that a lot of people in St. Louis actually really despise the way that Rashida Tlaib has been speaking about Israel. So you might want to slow down there, miss. I don't know what the tax rates are for wealthy people. Anywho, continue.
And then also in opposition to the reckless manner that people in this house speak when they don't realize or don't care that they put targets on the backs of actual people, most of whom are black and brown.
You would have did better as a preacher.
Oh, she was a preacher.
This woman,
Damn!
This woman is just spewing dumbassery.
Yes. Yes. Malik can confirm. I have indeed been weighing into her. Every time she posts anything that has any mention of a ceasefire in it, I immediately comment on it, hashtag Hamas surrender now. That's how you get the ceasefire.
Of a lack of care and a lack of understanding and a lack of seeing the humanity of folks who look like Rashida Tlaib. It's outrageous that my colleagues are blatantly attempting to silence the only Palestinian American representative.
So first of all, Rashida Tlaib doesn't even look Middle Eastern. She looks Hawaiian, if anything.
Well,
and actually, she's got fairly light skin.
She kind of looks Hispanic to me.
Yeah,
a little bit.
I would have, if I saw her and didn't know anything about her.
I would never assume she was Middle Eastern.
No.
I honestly probably would have thought she was a white woman with a good tan.
Yeah. I would have thought she was Hispanic.
Maybe Hispanic, yeah.
I would have thought she was a man, but.
Oh my God.
Oh, sorry.
Right here. It's outrageous, but it's not surprising. And let me tell you, it's not surprising because this place is where 1,700 members of Congress, this elected body, enslaved black people. It's not surprising because they thought it was right. It's not surprising.
So you took something that was supposed to be about someone else and turned it about yourself.
That sounds like something that a certain president of the United States did when he was making a speech about Israel.
You know what? Since we're going far enough back, why don't we go back to where? Okay, they do claim that the Egyptians were black, right?
Well, the Egyptians were Middle Eastern.
Well, didn't the Egyptians? Didn't they enslave the Jewish people?
Yep, sure did. Weird how that works. Also, if you're going to go that far back in history,
why don't we just go on back and say like didn't enslave the other guy?
Whoa! Give him a failure.
Come on, man.
What?
Smell like failure.
You know the cavemen.
That was racist.
No, I meant cavemen. Like
cavemen didn't click
that was
their
racist,
tongues.
Man.
Cavemen went. Oh,
Cavemen sounded like my son Ben.
But I meant primitive individuals.
Hey, but guess what, Corey Bush? Meanwhile, while you're giving the speech, this is what the IDF is doing.
Indeed.
Except it wasn't. It was another three-letter acronym.
I mean, if you really want to go back though, yeah, like you said, like let's go back to when he enslaved that other guy. You know,
you sounded like a gorilla or a monkey. Also racist.
Oh my gosh, no, it's not. I'm not referring to anybody of skin color.
This is Joe right now.
Go, you know the thing.
No, Joe. This is Joe right now.
I'm referring to the fact that slavery goes back to the beginning of time.
Yeah, there's been slaves since the beginning of time. White people were enslaved just as much as black people. At the end of the day,
there's more enslaved people right now than there has been in all of history.
Yes. Uyghur Muslims.
Sex slaves.
Muslims in general.
Yeah.
In Muslim brand countries.
Yeah. So, I mean, maybe shut the fuck up.
So there's a big
maybe actually know what you're fucking talking about before you start speaking. I don't know. It's just a thought. Anyway, continue.
Because this is a place where members continue to claim that the insurrection on the Capitol just appeared to look like a normal tourist visit. It's not surprising because this is the place where our black and brown staff members repeatedly speak of experiencing racism and sexism, Islamophobia.
Every time she takes a breath, she needs to hit an inhaler.
Yeah.
She sounds very
Your
wheezy.
asthma is acting up.
She needs some milk.
Somebody needs medical attention right now.
homophobia, get pushed off of elevators, xenophobia, and more right here in this workplace. This is the place. And let me say this. She mourns for the 1,400 Israelis.
Gentlelady's time has expired.
She mourns for the 10,000. And she will not stop. No
Gentlelady's time has expired.
Ceasefire now. And she takes the death.
Okay. Hamas surrender now. Fuck you. Joe?
Dear gosh. Eat the biggest of dicks.
The biggest, blackest dick.
No, you don't even deserve that. I hope
you deserve Joe's dick.
I hope that your husband's wiener. I hope you wake up one day.
I don't think she's married.
Threats.
That's a shocker.
I hope that whatever man you end up with has the littlest of wieners. Like, I'm talking like littlest of wieners.
Like micro penis wiener.
I don't even know if micro penis is small enough.
Anyway, so now we're going to go to Mr. Fire Alarm himself.
Oh, boy.
This man right here.
I thought it was the button to enter the door.
This man right here should be expelled from Congress just for the fact that he pulled a fire alarm to, I don't know, stop a vote that he didn't like.
What a bitch.
Just listen to this idiot.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker. I rise in opposition to this resolution. First and foremost, can we please stop misrepresenting Representative Tlaib's words? She does not want to kill Jews.
Pause it.
She is not.
Yes, she does.
Yes, she does. First off, nobody's misrepresenting her words. These are literally her words. She literally keeps repeating an anti-Semitic trope.
I cannot take somebody serious that doesn't know how to properly open a door.
Okay, first off, that door was locked for good reason. It was the weekend. Second off, he took down the fucking warning signs, okay? I'm sorry, but you knew exactly what you were doing. You're just a fucking liar.
Basically what I'm saying is I can't trust this guy because he's a dumbass.
What you did was a felony, and you should be expelled from Congress along with Rashida Tlaib, Cori Bush, and Ayanna Pressley. Oh, and Ilhan Omar while we're at it. Go ahead.
Not in support of Hamas. She is speaking as someone who is the only Palestinian American in U.S. history to serve in this body.
What the hell?
Without her voice, we would lack even more empathy for the people of Palestine.
You sure about that?
You sure about that?
You sure about that?
You would not have someone with direct personal experience speaking against the siege that is happening now in Gaza. This body needs empathy and compassion for all people, not just people that look like the majority of my colleagues on the other side of the aisle.
I didn't even see her.
And maybe because of your lack of diversity, you lack the cognitive and emotional ability to recognize.
Hold on, pause that. Did you really just say that you lack the cognitive and emotional ability to recognize something? Dude,
sounds like
you literally lack the cognitive ability to distinguish a fire alarm from something that would open the fucking door. Lonnie, stop farting.
Was that Lonnie? Oh, I thought it was Justin. I was like, damn, Justin got so pissed off. He done forced the fart out.
Bro.
sounds like a bunch of shit to me.
Oh, Toothless. This show has gone to hell in a handbasket.
Oh, Toothless one is speaking up, all right?
I'm sorry, but to hear someone who literally thought that who claims to have thought that a fire alarm would unlock the door for him say that you lack the cognitive ability to distinguish her words from anti-Semitism, I'm sorry. I do not believe you.
This is Jamal Bowen.
I'm going to be honest with you. I'm kind of retarded.
That's the first time we've used it tonight.
It is.
That's a good one. That was a good use of it. Anyway, we don't have to listen to the rest of this bullshit.
No, God. Dear gosh.
I hate these people. Okay? I hate them.
At
freaking dumbass.
112.
There's a noise gate, so I don't know if it caught it or not.
I could hear it through the microphone.
Yeah, we can hear things through these microphones that the podcast doesn't pick up. We'll have to go back and see.
I hope it caught
Throw it in the show notes. We'll look. God. Sons of bitches. Anyway, we've already went to overlay 1, so we don't have to do that. Now we get to the fun stuff.
Hold on.
What are you doing? Oh, yeah. Make sure you put Lonnie Fart in there.
Way up ahead of you.
Anyway, we're gonna go to the GOP debate real quick.
Yeah.
Because this is the fun stuff. Okay, now if you didn't see it, Vivek Ramaswamy went fucking ham. Okay, so check this opening statement from Vivek out.
Mr. Ramaswamy, let me turn to you. Please make your case. Why should you be the nominee and not the former president?
I think there's something deeper going on in the Republican Party here, and I am upset about what happened last night. We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. It was a cancer in the Republican establishment. Let's speak the truth. I mean, since Ronna McDaniel took over as chairwoman of the RNC in 2017, we have lost 2018, 2020, 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023. And I think that we have to have accountability in our party. For that matter, Ron, if you want to come on stage tonight, you want to look the GOP voters in the eye and tell them you resign, I will yield my time to you. And frankly, look, the people there cheering for losing in the Republican Party. Think about who's moderating this debate. This should be Tucker Carlson, Joe Rogan, and Elon Musk.
Hell
we have
yeah.
10 times the viewership, asking questions.
Holy shit.
Fire!
That would be an epic board, by
Wouldn't
the way.
it, though? Continue.
It would.
Oh, it gets better. It gets way harder.
Questions that GOP primary voters actually care about and bringing more people into our party. You think the Democrats, and we've got Kristen Welker here, do you think the Democrats would actually hire Greg Gutfeld to host a Democratic debate? They wouldn't do it. And so the fact of the matter is, I mean, Kristen, I'm going to use this time because this is actually about you in the media and the corrupt media establishment. Ask you, the Trump-Russia collusion hoax that you pushed on this network for years, was that real or was that Hillary Clinton made up disinformation? Answer the question. Go.
Mr. Roberts.
Shit.
That shit-eating grin right there, that shit-eating grin tells you everything you need to know.
Hey, Vivek.
I'm telling you, like, if I'm going to vote for any Republican, it's going to be Vivek. That's just me, my opinion.
Yep.
We need accountability because this media rigged the 2016 election. They rigged the 2020 election with the Hunter Biden laptop story.
Mr. Ramaswamy,
and they're going to rig this election.
Your time is up.
Accountability.
Let me turn to Governor
Lester Holt, shut your damn mouth. Shut your damn mouth.
Thanks.
Hey, let this man cook, all right?
Shut the fuck up.
That man was cooking with grease, and that grease was hot.
You interrupting him is grade A bullshit.
A bullshit? A bullshit?
Media was like, shit. We got to get off this.
Yep. Anyway. You're watching. And it didn't stop there. Okay?
Media was like, oh, shit.
It went further. Vivek was on fire all night.
Dude, I can't stand her.
Okay, so pause that. Okay,
No.
Joe says he doesn't like, I just called you
Nikki Haley?
Joe says he doesn't like Nikki Haley.
I do not.
think I like Nikki Haley to an extent.
I feel like she's very much a fronter. She fronts what's pretty and tries to hide the ugly.
And it could be that. But
Isn't that
for the
just
most
any
part,
typical politician?
I like most of what she says, and I agree with most of what she says, but there are things. And Vivek is about to attack them. So, go.
But you know kind of how she kind of said it?
You
She's
know
like,
what?
You're just scum, but I kind of want that dick.
Joe.
Why?
Just kind of the way she said it. That's kind of how I took it.
Smell like failure.
Thank you.
Stupid.
Thank you.
Hey, play the video. They said they couldn't hear it. That's coming through.
That's showing that it's putting it out.
Did you mute it, Kate?
Let's check.
It's coming through on my end. Good.
Yeah, it's coming through. Joe just checked it on his mobile.
Well, nothing now.
device.
We're not playing nothing now.
Yeah, nothing's playing now.
Yeah, it's
Respond back as soon as possible, please.
Yep. Continue.
I swear.
Yeah, everything's coming through on our end. Yep, it's coming through.
And look, he's Indian, so you know he hates the Chinese.
Hello. Hey. We can hear it on Joe's.
Yeah, it's coming through on my phone just fine. See, hold on, I'll turn it up here. Hold on.
I mean, that's on Joe's phone. I don't know what yours is doing.
Did you accidentally hit the? There is a option to play the video faster.
Yeah, it doesn't do that on live. So.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, I'm just wondering. I don't know. Yeah, I mean, because it's coming through normal on my phone.
Yeah, it's coming through normal on Joe's phone.
Reset YouTube on your phone.
Yeah, it's coming through normal. I understand that.
Yeah, it's normal on mine too.
Reset YouTube on your phone. Yeah, it's coming through normal. I understand that.
Yeah, it's normal on mine.
Yeah. Just try to reset your app there, Kate, and see if it'll fix it.
Everything that they did, that's the reason we got out of Human Rights Council. That's the reason we...
I don't know. Is anybody else having audio issues?
And no, there is actually a playback speed option. Go to your settings. It's up. You click on the video, and there is a.
She said we sound normal. She said that when she was on the phone with me.
So it's just the video that sounds weird?
I don't know. I don't know why it's doing that.
Well, just double check your settings. Go to that cog up there, and there's playback speed. Make sure it says normal.
She said it's normal. I don't know. Let's see if it's the same way with a different video. If it's, it
may just be that video.
It could be.
Donald
but
Trump's
I don't
a
know.
lot different.
So this is kind of the highlights. In 3 minutes, this is what happened in the debate. You're going to see some of the same stuff that we've already shown, but it is what it is.
guy than he was in 2016. He owes it to you to be on this stage and explain why he should get another chance. He said Republicans were going to get tired of winning. Well, we saw last night, I'm sick of Republicans losing.
We've become a party of losers at the end of the day. 2018, 2020. 2022, no red wave that never came. We got trounced last night in 2023.
For everybody that's protesting on these college campuses
It was just that
in
video.
favor of Hamas, let me remind you something. Hamas said death to Israel and death to America. They hate and would kill you too.
Are you persuaded by President Zelensky's urgent new plea? Where do you stand on more funding?
I'm absolutely unpersuaded. And I'm actually enjoying watching the Ukraine hawks quietly, delicately tiptoe back from their position as this thing has unwound into a disaster. And so to frame this as some kind of battle between good versus evil, don't buy it.
Putin and President Xi are salivating at the thought that someone like that could become president. No, I don't think we should give them cash. I think we should give them the equipment and the ammunition to win.
This is not a choice.
Oh,
this is the price we pay.
This guy.
Put the Big Mac down and shut up.
Is not just with Russia and China.
Any suggestion by Zelensky or anyone else that we're going to eventually have U.S. troops there, I can tell the American people when I'm president that will not happen.
If we can eliminate TikTok, that is a first step. But it's not just TikTok. They're literally stealing our IP to compete against us. My administration,
You don't
we
steal
stopped
IP?
that day one. TikTok is not only spyware. It is polluting the minds of American young people. And this is one of the big failings among many of the Trump administration. He talked tough about TikTok. I heard him do it many times. But when it came down to it, he did not ban them when he could have and should have. For $10 billion, we could close our southern border. For an additional $5 billion, we could use the currently available military technology to surveil our southern border.
If someone in the drug cartels is sneaking fentanyl across the border when I'm president, that's going to be the last thing they do. We're going to shoot them stone cold dead.
One of the first things that we have to do is really focus on mental health and addiction centers. Someone who doesn't get care for mental health falls into addiction.
We love our
and
guns.
we owe it to them to treat it like the cancer that it is.
If you put that fentanyl in a Big Mac, we would not call that an overdose. You'd call it what it is. It's closer to bioterrorism. And I say that because as it uniquely relates to this crisis, that does warrant more aggressive means to deal with it.
Abortion rights supporters saw victories in Ohio and Virginia. How do you see the path forward for Republicans on this issue?
I think of all the stuff that's happened to the pro-life cause, they have been caught flat-footed on these referenda, and they have been losing. But let's just be clear. The Democrats have taken a position they will not identify the point at which there should be any protection all the way up until birth. That is wrong, and we cannot stand for that.
Be honest, it's going to take 60 Senate votes, a majority of the House, and a president to sign it. So no, we haven't had 60 Senate votes in over 100 years. No Republican president can ban abortions any more than a Democrat president can ban these state laws. So let's find consensus.
So, as far as abortion goes, I think there is a middle ground to be found, but it requires both sides actually coming to the table. But as far as the Republican debate goes, it was an absolute shit show, and the headlines were that Nikki Haley dominated, but really,
Nikki Haley didn't do shit.
It looks a lot more to me like Vivek won that debate.
That's just what they want you to think.
Dan Bongino says that politics comes down to snapshots and sound bites. Vivek won that with the sound bites.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry, but he did. So, anyway, it is now time for This Week on X. All right, first up. Being Libertarian posted, I'm going to tell my kids this is how you get elected.
Oh my God.
Next, Seth Dillon Normally, we're flagged for misinformation and incitement or hateful conduct. This is our first violent criminal organizations policy violation. YouTube. Yeah. Piss off.
Wait. What was their post that they go back? Well, it just shows the post at the bottom.
Go, just hit the...
Oh, wait. Oh. You can just hit the arrow. There you go. If the leaked Nashville Shooters Manifesto is legit, what does it say about censorship in the U.S.? And that's a violent criminal organization?
Apparently.
What the hell?
This is absolutely fucking ridiculous. Anyway. Cori Bush. Pretty sure I went after her on this one with the hashtag Hamas surrender now. These are some of my brave colleagues leading a fight for a ceasefire now in the halls of Congress. Proud to stand shoulder to shoulder with them every day as we call for peace and humanity. You mean as you call for the destruction of the Jewish state. Anywho. Oh my God. Letitia James. Donald Trump will continue to lie and claim that he did nothing wrong. But the truth is we already proved he committed fraud or years of financial fraud, and there are consequences for breaking the law. Shut the fuck up. Oh, and this dipshit, Chuck Schumer. Breaking news. The Senate has now confirmed 100 people of color to the federal bench with President Biden. Are they qualified?
I'm going to say no.
I'm sure some of them are.
I'm sure some are.
Not all 100, though.
I would be willing to bet not all 100 of them.
But who gives a shit?
If they said it was 100 white people, guess what? Probably not all 100 of them white people are going to be.
Hey, guess what? The point is, who gives a shit what color you are?
Exactly.
Are you qualified?
Exactly.
Next. The redheaded libertarian. Imagine putting the same resources into finding a guy who pepper sprayed a cop 3 years ago as you did in finding the Boston Marathon bomber and mass shooters. Fuck the Biden regime for weaponizing the FBI against his political opposition. I'm rooting for Greg. We will be talking about this in a moment. Continue. Chuck Schumer again. Breaking news. The Senate has now confirmed 50 black judges to the federal bench with President Biden.
Who cares?
Are they qualified?
I don't care about what color they are, man.
And I think that's the last one. That's been This Week on X. Dear God, I hate this fucking place. I hate it. I hate it.
Time to move to Alaska.
Now then, on to that thing that we were talking about. The federal government has been weaponized. Okay, I'm sorry. It has. Because this is absolutely ridiculous. Play this.
An FBI manhunt is underway for a former New Jersey National Guardsman who was at the Capitol on January 6th. Joining us now, NBC News Justice reporter Ryan Riley, author of Sedition Hunters, How January 6th Broke the Justice System. What do we know about this guy, Ryan?
Yeah, so Gregory Yetman is on the run. He was identified a long time ago by online sleuths, actually in January of 2022, so about a year after the Capitol attack. But this attempted arrest, didn't come back around until yesterday. He was an individual, as you can see on your screen there, who's using this canister to spray at officers who were protecting the line that day. That's who they've identified him as.
Bro, they weren't protecting the line. They were going to pass the line.
In an interview with USA Today, he confirmed that he wasn't in fact there, but denied that he is the man pictured in this image. But online sleuths were really able to go through a lot of this material and find that hat in another photo from his Facebook page, find that gator in another photo from his Facebook page. And all this came back to facial recognition initially, because the sleuths are very good at going through photos, finding that best face shot that they possibly can, and ultimately getting a facial recognition result off of that and confirming it through other materials. So ultimately, this case finally then got to the place where the FBI...
This guy looks like he still sleeps with his mommy.
Mommy.
Also, I will say though, in kind of what he has said here, man, I don't agree with the shit that went on January 6th. But if you're going to do shit like that, it's probably best not to be like, yo, man, let me have all this shit that people can like see that I've had before. Like, damn it.
Probably not.
Like, be the gray man.
But also, you've got to remember that most of the people that were there never intended to do anything other than stand there.
To be fair, though, why does he have a canister of pepper spray?
Right.
Like a big-ass canister of pepper spray.
I said most of the people.
I know.
Not all of them.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, at the end of the day, though, why are you wasting this many resources on this when something like the trans shooter manifesto is something that you refuse to release?
It's because they're trying to make an example because they don't want a civil war, but yet by trying to keep...
They're going to get one.
I'm saying by trying to keep there from being a civil war, they're kind of just pissing people off even more.
Anyway, so I thought it was interesting that this man who is on the run, like he fled into the woods and has vanished.
I mean, I would.
At last, I mean, we can look it up. Let me look it up real quick. Has he been caught yet?
He threw it down a fucking smoke bomb and disappeared.
He threw that pocket sand.
He pulled a straight up ninja vanish.
But rightly so. I mean, wouldn't you? I probably would have done disappeared. Like when I heard they were hunting people, the January 6th people, I would have done if I was, if I'd been there. I done went.
Okay, so he turned himself in Friday morning.
Hell no.
Coward.
Anywho, stand for what you believe or don't stand at all. That's the way I say it.
Need to watch any more of this?
No, we're good. I think it's super interesting that this is being treated the way that it is. Now, we're going to get to a true weaponization story because this is fucking gross. Okay? I'm sorry.
Oh,
This is absolutely disgusting.
Yes, that right there, absolutely disgusting.
That is absolutely disgusting, but that's not what I'm talking about.
She's definitely got the...
3, 2, 1, go.
She's got the gobbler going on.
3, 2, 1, go.
Social media influencer Douglas Mackey has been sentenced to 7 months in prison for interfering with the 2016 election and is the latest interviewee on the Tucker Carlson show on X. Here's a refresher if you need it. The Justice Department announced that Mackey, who went by the name Ricky Vaughn on social media, was handed a 7-month prison sentence after being convicted at trial for conspiracy against rights. Mackey, who was a supporter of former President Trump, was convicted of running a scam in 2016 that allegedly fooled thousands of people into believing that they could vote by text message.
The DOJ alleged Mackey conspired to, quote, injure, oppress, threaten, and intimidate one or more persons in the free exercise and enjoyment of a right and privilege secure to them by the Constitution and laws of the United States, to wit, the right to vote. Here's Tucker introducing the issue on his show.
If someone had told you even 10 years ago that you could be indicted by the federal government and go to prison for 10 years for making fun of Hillary Clinton on social media, you would not have believed it.
So, this is where I disagree with Tucker. He's mischaracterizing what happened. But, in essence, yes.
Free country. We have free speech. But it turns out not only is that possible, it has likely become much more common because the actual war is over information. One of its first casualties is a man called Doug Mackey, who during the 2016 election made fun of Hillary Clinton on Twitter, and then a few years later found himself the subject of a federal raid, an indictment, and then a conviction. I want to put this up. You posted this on Twitter. This is a meme. It says, "Save time, avoid the line, vote from home." And it's got a picture of Hillary Clinton. Text Hillary to this number. Did you make this meme?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you didn't create this?
No.
Where'd it come from?
I found it on 4chan.
Okay, so it's floating around the internet.
First off, that's a
problem. These kind of memes are floating all over the place.
Yeah, 4chan was
and
your
you
first
posted
mistake.
it on Twitter. What was the point of that?
Well, pardon my French, but it was called a shit post.
Yeah.
We talked about this a lot at the trial. I testified. Just sort of a joke, rile up everybody, muddy the waters, and mostly just because I thought my audience would find it funny.
Here's some more of Tucker.
And he said, Tucker said, and did they? And he goes, I think so.
So fast forward a little bit. Yeah, let's get to the Hillary Clinton part. Because I really don't care what they have to say, but listen to what Hillary Clinton has to say about this shit. Back up a little bit.
It does. It's got very much a Zach Galifianakis between the ferns feel.
Yeah, it does.
Hillary Clinton describing that meme.
There was just a trial in Brooklyn where a guy who had been one of the main, I guess he was one of the main people running memes against me in 2016. He went from what you could consider free speech. I mean, both Nancy and I have pretty thick skins. People say all kinds of things about us. But he went from that to running a very deliberate effort to mislead people about where and how.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Why did it... Ah! When I thought she could look more terrifying. What the fuck?
I'm just going to put it out here. Doug Mackey did not kill himself in prison, okay?
That's a good point.
He didn't kill himself.
You want to scream
Remember
right
this date, folks.
Now,
makes me want to do a
here's the
goat
problem
scream.
with what she's saying, right? She's saying that it was a very deliberate campaign to mislead people. Okay, first off, it's called a shitpost.
That's what they be.
It's literally just for fun.
This is one of those okay boomer moments.
This is one of those, okay, so you don't know how to take a joke. That's awesome. And you're a fucking liar.
And if somebody took that seriously,
they shouldn't be voting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but if you truly believe that, knowing that there is no way to text a vote other than for like American Idol or The Voice, you literally do not need to vote. Ever. Because you were too stupid to make decisions for yourself. Okay? I'm sorry. None of this makes any fucking sense. So why is he going to prison for 7 years? I don't know. Maybe
no,
it's
7 months.
Or 7 months, yeah, sorry, my bad. Anywho, it's just bullshit. All of it is bullshit. Continue.
To vote. Yeah. So it went from speech to action meant to subvert the election because thousands of people who they targeted through their algorithms. Oh, I can text my vote for Hillary Clinton.
That they targeted through their algorithms? You mean by posting on Twitter?
It cracks me up when people don't understand technology.
That's different than having algorithms and having them send it out to people who are Democrats. Because most of these people who were following this account probably were Republicans.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Owen Schroyer got about the same sentence.
Yeah.
For about the same thing.
And what is the deal with her always dressing up like President Snow from Hunger Games?
Because she wants to be President Snow from the Hunger Games. Duh.
Fair.
That's where she draws all of her inspiration from, Joe.
Stupid.
She wishes it.
Just missing the white roses.
Yep. And but she ain't missing the berries though.
No. Nope.
There's plenty of them.
Because her enemies do kill themselves.
Yep.
Allegedly. Hey, just gonna throw this out there. I didn't kill myself. Anywho, continue.
So Hillary Clinton, I want to deconstruct that in some greater detail in a minute, but Hillary Clinton apparently took that very seriously. You were using quote, algorithms to subvert the election with that meme.
I don't even really know what she means by that. I don't know. I guess you post something and it gets taken up into algorithms.
This guy response is just fucking hilarious.
Like every time he responds, he's like, I'm gonna be honest with you.
Like literally, dude's just pretty much like I posted a meme.
So monotone.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so funny.
Yeah, and Pro says the fact that any of this happened over a fucking meme is ridiculous.
Agreed.
You are correct. It is ridiculous. The kicker is the timeline in which it happened.
Yeah.
So 7 days after the inauguration of Joe Biden,
and we can watch this and figure that out, but it's just a quick.
7 days after the inauguration of Joe Biden, FBI agent shows up at this man's door
at 7 a.m. Wakes him up from
for a
sleep.
tweet he posted in 2016. So,
bit suspicious.
So literally 5 years later.
That's a bit weird.
That's a bit odd, don't you think? Oh, wait, that's right. Trump was in office between 2016 and 2020. So nobody would have come after him, but, you know, Hillary Clinton is not one to be fucked with, apparently. And, you know, her little buddy, Pop, decided to fucking have this guy arrested. So that's fun. Anywho, we can cut this off here. I just want you guys to be aware, be careful of what you post, because Hillary Clinton will get you. Kind of reminds me of that. We need to make a shirt.
Be careful what you say on the internet, because Hillary gonna get you.
You know that sign? Go to church or the devil will get you. Don't post memes or Hillary Clinton will get you. Just make that sign into that. Anyway,
You gonna have the FBI knocking on your door and you'd be like,
yeah, exactly. Again, I'm just going to reiterate this. Doug Mackey did not kill himself in prison. So, now.
I'm hoping he's able to get it thrown out.
It's on to one of my favorite segments. It's time. I guess clown at a podium.
Oh, shit.
I've got to change that graphic on this new version of the computer. I completely forgot to, because it still says we hate her. I didn't even notice that last week. Anywho, so here we have Karine Jean-Pierre being pressed about low approval ratings. Go.
What's behind the decision to not have the president come out in the wake of the results?
So look, you're going to see the president tomorrow. Just talked about Chicago. Now I see why people left and came back. Okay, that's good to know. Was not aware. Okay, so look, the president put out a statement on issue 1, Ohio issue 1, yesterday. As you all know, Ohioans voted decisively to protect the access of reproductive health care in the state constitution, and so that was important. I mentioned that he spoke to Kentucky governor. He also spoke to Congressman-elect Gabe Amo and Philadelphia Mayor-elect Sherrell Parker, so that was important. And of course, the campaign spoke to this as well today. You're going to hear, you're going to hear from him tomorrow. He'll certainly speak to this tomorrow. I just don't have anything more on his schedule today. But look, this is last night was an important night. I think important night for the American people. Like I said, they rejected these extreme policies that we have seen from the Republican Party, and also they lifted up the president's agenda, the president's values, and that's also important because what the president has been trying to do from day one is deliver.
Who gives a fuck about the president's values?
First off, that's not what the question was about. This is about low approval ratings.
Just went into large word salad.
You just word saladed all over the place. Anyway,
with no ranch dressing.
This is why we hate you. Anyway, go to the next one. Now this.
Karine, can I ask you
is
this?
Another thing.
He's been on social media and frankly on news broadcasts.
Damn, looking like Prince up there.
A lot of videos of individuals who have been tearing down
I was literally about to say, like, what is she wearing?
In New York City, of Israelis presently being held hostage in Gaza.
Damn, look at Granny. She's typing away. More than 60 words a minute, guaranteed.
Is the White House's view that these actions should be condemned, the pulling down of them, or that that's a form of peaceful protest?
Look, I've sort of kind of seen the reporting here and there. I think it was from last week,
There's
right?
been like 30 million videos that have gone around.
No,
so
I know, I hear you. I hear you. I'm just not going to. I'm not going to. I'm not going.
Is that peaceful protest to pull that down, or should you not be doing
I'm just
that?
not going to go into specifics on that.
No, of course you're not, because you hate Israel.
What I can say, there are real violent protests and threats that are happening right now. And senior administration
Are you
officials
sure?
are
sure about that?
Reports,
You sure about that?
And that is something
Gotta
that
make that up,
we're focused on.
Sure
To
do.
be clear, it's deeply concerning that people would be pulling
I'm
these
just
things down.
saying, as it relates to a lot of reporting out there about violent protests and threats, And so I can speak to that. I can speak
Oh
to
my
how
God.
FBI is tracking.
That's enough of
increased
that.
Volume.
This is why we hate you. You don't answer questions. You literally circle back. You're worse than the SAC.
Yeah, at least
you
the
try to
SAC
circle
lied.
around everything.
Yeah, at least the SAC actually lied about it.
Green, you talked well, actually, I wanted to ask, you've served in this role for quite a while now. I don't know what the average tenure is for a press secretary, but what's your anticipation moving forward? How much longer would you like this job?
Look at the deuce.
We're going to move forward. Go ahead.
Today.
How much longer are you going to be doing this job? Because I fucking hate you.
After today, go ahead.
She was even laughing.
Yeah. Next. I love it when we could just kind of throw these out. Now we have the feature of John Kirby.
Oh, boy.
John, does the president think that Israel's plan to oust Hamas is achievable militarily?
The president believes, because he's seen it on our own.
This man is incompetent.
After ISIS and after Al Qaeda, that it is absolutely possible, through military and other means, to disrupt and degrade, if not decimate, a terrorist network's ability
What
to
do you
resource
mean by
itself,
other means?
plan to operate.
What
and
you
execute
mean by?
attacks. We're not going to, again, characterize or analyze publicly Israeli war plans. They should be the ones speaking to that. Right now, they are focused on putting pressure on Hamas leadership, specifically in Gaza City. And they are pursuing that through military means. And again, we're doing everything we can to help them.
How important is the timeline to that belief that this is achievable? And the reason I ask is because of this polling that shows Americans are very deeply divided on Israel's counterattack. Only 36% said it's very important or extremely important to provide aid. 40% of Americans said the military response has gone too far, and among Democrats, that number is 58%. So is he at all concerned about backsliding in support for this mission among key constituencies of his base?
As a leader who has been, deeply involved in the Middle East for much of his public life, he understands that there's
He's
a lot
only
of
been involved
complex
in
history
China.
here. And he also understands that right now there's an awful lot of strong feelings.
All I know,
all sides,
pause it real quick.
About what's going on right now. He appreciates that.
All I know is this guy looks like he needs to go encourage his son to go back in time to fix history, so that way he doesn't disappear from his family's photograph.
Yeah,
he does. He looks like he's from Back to the Future.
Yeah.
Palestinian Authority capable of letting Gaza now once the fighting dies down?
I don't know that, again, we've got a final solution here on how
Wait a second,
Gaza
pause
will
that.
be governed.
Final solution?
Don't use that word when you're talking about the Jewish people.
You can't use those words.
That's illegal.
That's Hitler talk. You're literally Hitler. Continue.
Steve. And obviously the Palestinian Authority would have to be a part of that discussion from the get-go, and as well as with other regional partners. But I just don't know that we've got that solution set.
They don't really
nailed
actually
down.
have
But
a
we do
government.
believe, as Secretary Blinken said, that the Palestinian people should be in charge of their destiny and their future.
When you're trying to get American hostages out, how does that process work? Are you in direct contact with Hamas?
We don't have direct communications with Hamas, but some of our partners do, and they've been helpful in that regard.
Progress to note?
I have no specific progress to announce or speak to today, other than that we continue.
Of course you
to
don't,
focus
because you're
on trying to
incompetent.
Get all the
This is why we
hostages
hate
out,
you.
certainly the American citizens.
Fucking ridiculous. And that was Clients at a Podium. We can skip that one because we're.
He totally looks like
running
he
out of
could be
time, but
McFly's dad.
I'll comment on it. Marsha Blackburn has subpoenaed the flight logs for the Lolita Express.
Ooh.
And she did not kill herself. Okay, that's all you need to know. But now, it is 100% time for Chats with Pop Pop.
Pop Pop done sent them after your soundbite.
Damn it. Where's my dial-up modem? Oh my God, no, don't. Stop, please.
You asked for it, buddy.
Anywho, here we go.
Get ready, folks. It's going to be a rough one.
This is a rough one. Let's go.
But here's the deal. I got raised on automobiles. My dad ran an auto. He didn't own it. He ran an automobile agency for a long time.
Why do they always have that weird voice?
Hold on, pause it. I guarantee you that bitch has purple hair.
Or green.
Guaranteed.
Or green.
Also,
Or green.
driving a vehicle does not mean your dad operated a vehicle business. He drove a car, man.
I'm pretty sure that what you're asking him about right now has nothing to do with what he's talking about. But anyway, let's continue.
Let her go.
No, let her go.
No, don't. Let her.
No.
It's okay.
Kick her ass.
True international.
Kick her ass.
He's so weak and feeble, he can't even say no.
No.
Kick her
It's
ass.
always, no.
No.
Look.
Let her.
True international effort to pressure.
Jesus
I'm
Christ.
perfectly fine with that kick her ass.
Anyway, we can go to the next one. That's pretty much it. Jesus Christ. Now this one, it's actually kind of funny. I'm not going to lie, it's pretty funny.
They were made in America. And that means good paying jobs for American auto workers. That also means, let's think about this. When my predecessor, the distinguished, anyway.
I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of funny.
Touche.
Touche. It's kind of funny. I'll give you that one. It's kind of funny. Okay, that's pretty much all we needed to see of that one. I mean, it was okay. Kudos.
Fair. Not bad.
Kudos, Pop. I'm not mad at you for that
It's
one.
better than
I think it was
better than the Dark Brandon.
I think it was pretty good. But this one,
oh boy.
Well, this one
Look
is
no further.
This one's bad.
Than his one public event yesterday. He doesn't know what is being said, and he still has not mastered a graceful exit.
Sir, did you ask Phoebe for a 3-day pause?
Heat pumps.
Did you ask the Prime Minister of Israel for a 3-day pause?
Look, even that woman's like, what the fuck am I doing here with this guy?
Wait a second.
You know, to be fair though,
they got the fucking tape.
To be fair though, you know it does piss me off. It's like he's there, learning about heat pumps or whatever, and they're like, "Let's talk about Israel." And he's like,
Yeah,
I'm here."
I mean, I
learning
get
about heat
that.
pumps."
I do get that, and I credit him for being like on heat pumps.
That was good.
It was
pretty
good. Okay, there are moments where Joe Biden is actually a semi-likable person. There's not many of them, but they do exist. Okay, I'm just saying.
The fact that just imagine he's in that,
wandered off.
He's in the corner of the stage. His nose is in the corner, and they just cut the fucking cameras.
It's like in a video game where
wandered
like
into the corner
like
like
an
a 3-year-old
NPC
who just got
walking into the corner.
Hello, weary traveler.
Someone's seen this like, guys, cut the feed, cut the feed, damn it.
I mean, you saw the woman walking in the front, right? Go back a little bit.
He's NPCing again. He's NPCing.
This lady right here?
Yeah.
This lady. She's like, everybody get the fuck
She's like,
out.
no, get out, cut the feed, cut it, cut the feed.
Jesus.
So,
And then there's over there just like,
This lady's
our
like,
country's
oh my
going to
God,
shit.
you done did it again.
oh my God.
Oops, I did it again.
Oh, Jesus. It's so funny. Anywho, on to the next one.
Watching our government is literally like watching a circus.
Now, this is what you sent
Oh my.
with
Dude.
a little bit extra.
This just made me so mad.
This pisses me off because it is Veterans Day, right? It's Veterans Day, and this is awful.
Oh!
Now, what do I do? What do I do? I don't know what to do.
Hold on a second.
It's about to happen.
No. I got something else to compare them to.
Oh, God, what are you doing here?
Walter.
Oh, my God.
He had some hardcore Walter vibes going on there. Right there. That one right there.
Yep.
Holy
100%.
shit.
I didn't know that Jeff Dunham based Walter on Joe Biden.
I didn't either.
I do now.
There it is.
Anyway.
Sorry. Go back to your fucking spot,
I'm not even
Grandpa.
supposed to talk, you fucking dickhead. Get over there.
That soldier did the best that he could.
That right there is inexcusable on any level.
Have either of you been to the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier?
I have not.
No, but I know that it's supposed to be like absolute silence.
I have been. And it is absolute silence. If you are too loud,
they will yell at you.
They literally yell at you to be quiet. I've been lucky enough to witness the changing of the guard at the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier in my teenage years, and it was a very moving experience. So, anywho, on to the last part of Chats with Pop Pop, and then we have Joe's Conspiracy Corner featuring Malik.
For military and veteran spouses, caregivers, and survivors. And this year, as we mark 75 years of the desegregated military.
Hold on, pause it real quick.
75 years.
So I would like to point out, look at all these veterans' faces down here. They're just like, son of a bitch.
Yeah, they do not want to be anywhere near that man.
All of them.
Well, you're going to have to back it up a little bit, too. Joe, stop pausing the video for this one.
Others in joining forces. We've also announced the most comprehensive set of actions in our nation's history to strengthen economic opportunity for military and veteran spouses, caregivers, and survivors. And this year, as we marked 75 years of a desegregated military, 75 years of women's integration in the military, and 50 years of an all-volunteer force, we've doubled down on our efforts to ensure all troops, all veterans, get the services they need, and that no veteran is denied the honor they earn because they were discharged for being LGBTQ+.
Pause it. You missed a letter, and that has nothing to do with anything.
Damn heathen.
Stupid.
He will be canceled now.
Yep. You left out the gays. You left out the gays, man.
How dare you?
How dare you leave out the gays?
How dare you?
Oh shit, not good.
Indeed.
We need Greta Thunberg.
So
again.
Anyway, I haven't heard back from Malik, but we need him because it's time for his stories. So go ahead and pop up onto the into the general voice chat there. Not the voice channel. Up.
Down.
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 Down. Right there.
Right there. So we're in here just waiting on Malik. And I don't have his phone number. But we need him. Oh, he's here. It is time for Joe's Conspiracy Corner.
How is everybody this evening?
We are fantastic. Malik, how are you doing today?
I'm pretty good, man. Good show so far.
Appreciate that. Appreciate it. So we understand that you have some stories that are similar to what Joe was talking about last week on Joe's Conspiracy Corner.
Yeah. First of all, I've never told this story in public. It's that freaky.
Cracking the wax today, baby. Cracking the wax.
Yeah. Let me start by saying that this happened in like 2000, like my second year of college.
All right, give me 1 second, Malik. Lonnie, can you turn the desktop audio down just a little bit? That way, maybe we can take out some of that crackling that he's got going on, so he can be a little more clear. Where's my fucking cursor?
Where's my fucking cursor?
All right, go ahead, Malik.
All right, we good?
Yeah, that's better. That's a lot better.
Okay.
I don't.
So yeah, this happened like back in 2000.
2 seconds. It's in Discord. It's not. You're gonna have to turn him down there.
There you go.
And all right, let's go again. Happened in 2000.
Right.
There we go.
There we go. That's perfect.
Good. So this was during the summer, and I was on campus during the summer because I was taking summer courses. And we were coming from our D&D game. It's about 1:30 in the morning. So we're crossing campus. Now, I went to school in Arkansas. So as you cross campus, you have to go through this old Greek amphitheater.
Okay.
And so we get close to the amphitheater, and there are three of us all together. It's me, two buddies of mine. I will not use their names.
Fair enough.
So we hear chanting.
Oh,
coming
shit.
from the Greek amphitheater.
Oh, shit.
So we're like, who the hell is out there this time of morning? I mean, we wouldn't even be out here. We said we were playing D&D till late.
As one does.
So we decided to pop by and see. And there's these four chicks, man. They have like this old cast iron pot. They got shit in it. It's smoking. They have this 3-ring binder with like blue notebook paper in it. And they're whatever it is they're chanting, they're reading from the book.
Interesting. An encounter with real witches, it seems like.
Doing real witch things.
Yeah.
Some hocus pocus shit.
It was at this moment.
And so like my buddy's like, what the hell are y'all doing out here? And then one of them got really upset and was like, you're not supposed to be here. We desecrated the ground already. You're not supposed to be here.
Oh, shit.
To which my other buddy was like, man, this is our campus. We can go wherever the fuck we want.
Of course.
And they started chanting spells at us.
Oh, hell.
Damn.
So we counterspelled. So we started counterspelling by praying.
Kate says, nope, I'm out. So you started praying.
Yeah. So we started praying against whatever the hell they were trying to do to us. Now, I'm from Louisiana originally, although I currently live in Alabama, and I have witches in my family. This shit is real.
Oh, yeah, okay? It is.
For sure.
It's a bloodline thing, and I know when I'm being casted against.
Right.
So the fucked up thing is we must have effed up the ritual some kind of way, because the air in front of them gets hazy.
Ooh.
And I swear to you, I never tell this story because this part freaks me out too bad, but something starts to come through that gate.
We don't like that. We don't like that at all.
That is a little freaky, man.
So we start praying harder, and now we're not just praying for our protection, but we're praying to stop whatever the hell that is.
Right.
Of course, that's the natural reaction.
Now, it had been raining all that evening, so the sky is overcast, and it's kind of misty rain and stuff going on. And I started to lose track of time at this point. Like, I don't know exactly how long we were out there, but I remember all three of us sticking our hand into this stagnant water, kind of like on an impulse thing. And then there's this huge ass flash of lightning and like the smell of like burnt, like rotten eggs and burnt paper.
Which, hold on, I will say, to add to that point, every time that I have like read or heard about anything paranormal or demonic going on, there's always the smell of like burnt stuff or like rotten eggs.
Sulfur.
Yeah. Rotten eggs, usually sulfur. Yeah.
Yes. Because sulfur smells like rotten eggs.
So after the flash of lightning, they're laying on the ground. and whatever that hazy thing was is gone. Now, we take the opportunity to steal their spell book.
This turned drastically.
This went in a completely opposite direction.
I thought it was gonna be like we took the opportunity to get the fuck out of there. It's like, no, we stole their shit.
No, we took their shit.
Yeah. Because like my buddy, we had the idea. Okay, we need to go. But he was like, "What if they try this shit again?" I'm like, "Okay, you're right. Let's steal the book."
You know what? You do be right though. Let's take this shit and go.
Even Kate's over here. Oh my gosh, just took a massive left turn. Like you caught us all off guard with that one.
I think that's probably the best story I could have hoped for at this point.
That is good. Keep going.
It's not even over yet.
I don't doubt that.
We steal the book and then we take it to behind our dorm, which is, we finally make it to our dorm. We take it to the back and we try to set it on fire. The motherfucker won't burn.
Oh, shit.
Ooh. Protection spell.
The Necronomicon.
The Necronomicon.
So we noticed that, it's a 3-ring binder with blue paper, but the script is red. So they were pricking their fingers and writing shit in blood inside of the book.
Damn. Committed.
So the motherfucker wouldn't burn. Okay, so we did something I'm not proud of, but we also think that the powers that be might not be pissed off at us about it. We went down to the Catholic church that was not open because it's the middle of the night. We kind of snuck in and appropriated some holy water.
Yep.
We went back. We soaked the book in holy water. We ripped it up, and then we buried it.
Hey, that is the only course of action that I could think of that would be effective.
Yeah.
At that point.
At this point, we're all smokers, so we were all carrying lighters. We tried to set the son of a bitch on fire, but it wouldn't burn.
Yeah, I mean, just soak it in holy water, rip it up, bury it. Get rid of that bitch. Damn. That story took a complete left turn that we didn't expect. And it ended.
So we took a left turn at Nashville on that one.
You know what? I don't think that the Catholic Church would be very mad at you for breaking into their building.
No, you didn't actually steal holy water. I mean, you just, you
just borrowed it.
I don't know if you can steal holy water.
I don't think you can steal holy water for that purpose.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
he was like, they were on the ground, so we took this opportunity to steal their binder. It's like, what? Hold on a minute. Wait a minute.
I'm pretty sure a lot of them priests would be like, damn, good job. I wouldn't have the nuts to do that.
Oh, man. I mean...
So is there more? Is there more to that? Or is that it?
That's pretty much basically it, because we decided to not talk about it ever and went to bed.
Did you ever see those women again at any point on campus or anything?
Yes. Oh. That's another story. I actually got invited to what's called the commune. And one of the witches actually lives there, and I ran into her again. She recognized me.
Oh shit!
Did she say anything?
You stole my book.
She jacked your shit up about stealing her spell book?
She wasn't happy, but she had another. She had a bigger problem on her hands other than me. Okay, so let me back up. This is related, but not really.
It's okay. If it's good, it's good.
Oh, it's good.
We're here for the juicy stuff, man.
Pour that tea.
So they live off campus in this house, and they call it the commune. I don't know why they call it that.
Well, because they're witches.
You're thinking coven.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
So I'm trying to date the chick who invited me, and so I show up. Now we playing dominoes, we smoking weed. We doing a thing.
A blast.
Yeah, we doing a thing, and they break out the damn Ouija board.
Oh hell
no, fuck that.
So I immediately is like, oh no, I'm gonna nope the hell out of this motherfucker right now.
I am way too high for this.
Not today, Satan. Not today.
But I listened to the wrong head because, like I said, I was trying to date this chick.
You ruined it. You ruined
So I
it.
decided to stay a little while longer.
Of course.
They asked me if I wanted to participate. I was not. I was firm on that. I'm not getting in that shit. No, I'll watch you do it, but I'm not doing this shit. So they get around the table. They start messing with the board. They contact something.
That's gonna be a hard no for me, dog.
They managed to contact something, and one of them took their hands off the little dot, the little piece. Yeah, one of them took their hands off of it, and the lights went out.
Oh shit!
Yeah. You can't break that.
Nope.
They flickered, so they went out for like half a second, and they came back on. But when they came back on, there was a shadow in the corner, and the temperature in the room had dropped about 30 degrees. I could see my breath in front of my face.
Oh gosh.
Nope.
Oh gosh.
Absolutely the fuck not.
Yeah, I'm gonna be the fuck up out of there. Hell no.
So
I'm gonna turn into a Noposaurus Rex and get out of there.
So I immediately stood up, and I looked this chick dead in her eye, and I said, "No pussy is worth this," and I got the fuck out.
Oh man,
he's seen the movies. He knows what happened to the black guy in the movies.
You damn right. You damn right.
They always die first.
Them motherfuckers want to get me out. The only black dude over there too.
Fuck that. Fuck that shit.
Oh, that's good.
Oh man,
we like you.
Yeah,
you're good feller.
Malik is good people. He is good people.
I've seen this movie one too many times. I'm out.
I've seen this movie way too many times.
I'm out. God bless me with speed, and I'm out.
Oh man.
Now that was the only time. Those were the only two times I actually had to deal with shit like during my college stint. I dealt with some stuff a little later on in life. Like we were at the lake one night and some bad shit went off, but yeah.
So it's actually kind of funny because my dad told me a story about my brother's mom, my half brothers. I have two half brothers, and their mom. He came home from work one day, and her friend had a Ouija board out. And he came home from work, and he said like they had all the lights off. They had candles all over the place.
Absolutely not.
And he was like, my dad's, he's a skeptic. He was like, what the fuck are y'all doing? Like, what the fuck is this? And he said he came in, and like the girl that was with, his girlfriend at the time, she's sitting there and she's got her head back, eyes rolled back in her head, and she starts chanting like weird stuff, right?
Shit. Nope.
And he said at that time the candles blew out.
Nope.
And all the cabinet doors in the kitchen like swung open, and my dad was like, you know what? I'm gonna get out of here for the night. Y'all let me know when this is all done.
I'm done.
So,
I'm out of here.
So I got a black eye children's story.
Yes, go for it.
Oh,
go
man.
for it.
This is gonna be spooky.
This is the best Joe's Conspiracy Corner we've ever had.
Yeah, because you're not.
Yeah, because you're not doing it.
All right, so this is in like 2001. I had just pledged my fraternity, and we were coming back from a house party off campus. And there's this chick I've always seen her around campus, and even in the summertime, she's wearing like coats and jackets and shit. I mean, she's a really weird chick. She had this black hair, pale skin. She always wore sunglasses, even at nighttime.
Be normal if you were a blind person.
That's a bit suspicious.
That's semi-suspicious.
So she's a freshman. So she's not even, she hadn't had her 18th birthday yet. And I knew her because she was in one of my, well, I was an upperclassman, but she was in one of my intro classes to theater because I'm a theater major.
Got you.
So theater major, history minor. But so I run into her, and everybody else had already had, you know, when you're walking with a group, they check off as we pass their dorms. You know, they go to their thing. So it's just me at this point because I stayed the furthest away on the other side of campus.
Sounds about right.
So I'm walking, and I run into this chick.
Before too.
And I'm on the sidewalk, and she's walking towards me from the other direction. And we're in front of the library. So me being me, you speak to people. So, I do the whole, lift my head up as I walk past her, right?
Right.
Just to acknowledge her presence and whatnot. She stops and she goes, hey, do you have a phone? Like, this is 2001. Cell phones are not that prominent yet. Like, we're not carrying them.
Right.
Right? She asked me if I have a phone. I'm like, no, I'm not rich enough to have a phone. Like, only like,
Yeah, back then phones were not common. You had to have a pretty well-to-do family to have cell phones.
I knew a couple of people who had them, but they come from affluent families.
Right.
So
right.
So I'm like, nah, sorry, I can't help you. And then I turn around and walk away. And she goes, well, can I come back to your room and use your phone?
Oh.
I'm like, well, what dorm are you in? She said she lives in Bussey Hall, which is right next to Green Hall, which is Tally Hall, which is where I live. I'm like, well, your dorm is like right next to mine, and you even headed in the opposite direction. So I mean, you're going towards where the cafeteria and stuff is, and there's nobody down there this time of night because this is like, again, 1 o'clock in the morning. 12:30, 1 o'clock in the morning.
Nothing good happens after midnight.
So she gets really quiet, and she does this eerie ass fucking head turn, and I'm looking at her, and then she drops her sunglasses, and she has no irises.
Oh shit!
Nope. No.
And she says in like this very quiet voice, "You don't think we're going to let you get away with what you pulled?"
So this happened after the witch incident.
Right. That happened in 2000. This happened in 2001.
Oh shit! She was part of it.
Damn. It's all connected. It's all connected, man.
So I didn't even back down from her because at that point I had been doing research. I had been doing like a lot of demonology research and stuff because our library had those books and crap. So I just went and checked them out and just started researching. So I knew what the hell I was dealing with.
Right.
So I just looked at her and I was like, no weapon formed against me, bitch. And just walked off.
Hells yeah.
Ooh,
that's pretty good.
Those were good stories, man.
Those are very good.
Unfortunately, we are running up on time, so we don't have time for any more. But
if you do have more, though, we are definitely interested.
You're always more than welcome to join in and give us some insight.
I got one more. It's really short. It doesn't really deal with the demonic, but it kind of like the angelic. It's the opposite side of the coin.
You know what?
All right, we got time for this.
Yeah, if it's short, go for it.
Okay. So, I'm in my dorm. I have a roommate. He's on his side of the room. I'm on my side of the room. Although he didn't tell me about this until I mentioned what I saw. But he had been dealing with like demonic shit like his entire life. Like they sometimes come after him.
Right.
So I'm sleeping and my back is turned to the room and I'm facing the wall. And I'm sleeping on like the left side of the room. He's on the right side of the room. So I get this eerie ass feeling, right? It's not a bad feeling. Just like something's in the room with us.
Right.
Dude, I roll over and I see this hulking figure kneeled at the foot of his bed, white wings encased around the bed. Now, this dude is so big, he's kneeling and his head is just about to grace the ceiling. I immediately turn over and refuse to look that way again until I fell asleep. That's the end of that. That's, like I said, it was short and sweet.
Dang.
It's crazy.
Now, I can't say that I wasn't dreaming or whatever. I don't know. I can't call that, but it was damn peculiar.
Indeed it was.
That is interesting.
It's interesting stories. All right. Well, that has been Joe's Conspiracy Corner featuring Malik. Have a good night, Malik. Enjoy the rest of the show.
All right, man. Thank you for having me.
Hit the wrong one.
My bad.
What an interesting...
That was cool.
What an interesting story time.
And that was the first time we've ever actually gotten the chat to work on Discord like
well, it's
that.
because we've got this now.
I know. But that was really nice.
That was super nice. I really enjoyed that.
We should see if we can get more, like, people interviews and, you know, stuff like that. That'd be cool as shit.
Yeah, that would be cool.
That was awesome.
It was.
Malik, thank you.
Still can't believe you stole the fucking binder.
Yeah, the stealing of the binder is the...
They were all laying on the floor and we were like, let's steal their fucking binder.
I feel like that is definitely going into the best of Embers 2023.
Yeah, for sure.
That is, yeah.
For sure.
Which we probably need to start working on because...
Well, you need to start working on it because I do all the other stuff.
That's true, yeah. I'll start working on that.
Yeah. How about that? How about that?
How about that?
So, does anybody have any idea for a funny?
Oh, man, I did.
Because we need a funny to close the show out. After that.
That's going to be hard to follow. That was
hard
epic.
to follow.
That was excellent.
Any suggestions? No? No suggestions? This is terrible. I don't understand why you don't have any suggestions. This is bullshit.
I'm dry on the funny content.
Golly, you guys.
I mean, there were some like TikTok stuff.
Yeah, I don't really, you know. Well, I mean, it's been just over 2 hours. We got a lot crammed into 2 hours.
Yeah, we really did.
We really talked about a lot.
Fucking zooming.
And it was a fun show, that's for sure. You know what? I've got one. Pull up YouTube.
The tube.
Oh, now pull up TikTok. Let's watch some Ninja Dave.
Yeah, Diamond Dave.
Let's watch some Diamond Dave.
Just go to YouTube. No,
is he on YouTube too?
He's been on YouTube way longer than he's been on TikTok.
Diamond Dave.
Diamond Dave Ninja Academy. Diamond Dave Nunchucks.
What the shit are you doing?
What
the hell? Oh, go away. What is...
I mean, y'all saw me click on YouTube,
yeah,
right?
It closed all the windows.
Yeah, it sure did.
Damon Dave?
Do nunchucks. "14 years ago."
We're gonna do this one?
No, well, I mean, we can, but...
The proper Judy chop.
Do that one.
Do the proper Judy chop.
Welcome to Diamond Dave's Ninja School, home of the Judy Chop.
Ninja School.
I'm Diamond Dave, purveyor of the Judy Chop. What we's gonna go over today, people, is a properly flung a Judy Chop, okay? Now, first off, people, I didn't wake up like this right here.
Right here.
You think I just woke up one day at dadgum ninja? No, says I, buddy. Him right there's harder than Chinese arithmetic, man. I'm here to tell you. Come from years of smashing beer cans and whatnot. You hear me? If I was to stick them things in my pockets, buddy, they'd arrest me for concealment of a deadly weapon. You hear me? Now, what we're going to do is go over how to slang a Judy Chop and where you can learn the dadgum Judy Chop. That's down here at my ninja school. I got a sign out in front of my trailer. All these other ninja schools in the trailer park, buddy, them's counterfeit Judy Chop shops. They slang counterfeit Judys left and right, buddy, and that's stolen valor, and that's highly frowned upon in the ninja business. You hear me?
Ninja.
So now, without no further ado, I'm going to fling to you the properly flung a Judy Chop, okay? Now, what you want to do is you get yourself in an athletic ninja stance right there. I call it your ninja stance, okay? That's a little ninjology for you, okay? Now, you get your ninja flanging hand. The angle of the dangle on that right there is a 90-degree angle. That's some more ninjology.
That's more like 120 right there, but whatever.
To learn all this in one episode, you just keep rewinding what you don't understand and watch it again.
There's
You'll
two
get the
of them.
hang of it, okay? Now, you get yourself in your ninja stance.
You notice the nunchucks are 2 beer
at
bottles?
90-degree
Yeah.
Judy. You got your defending hand up like that right there, and you got your eyes on that mouthy pot licker's forehead. You know what I mean? Just aim right above his beady little eyes. You know what I'm saying? And you go, and you want to say what it is you've done when you've done it too. Okay, this is kind of even for you advanced ninjas out there. So the angle of the dangle, you got your ninja stance, you got your ninja defense arm up, and you go, hey, Judy Chop. Now look. When you go in right there with the Judy Chop, you're taking your front leg and you lifting and stepping with it like that. I call it the beer can stomp. Okay? So you got the ninja stance, the angle of the dangle at a 90-degree ninja angle. You do the beer can stomp, beer can twist, and then you fling it right like that, and that puts all your ninja momentum in it, and you got your pot liquor rendered useless to a properly flung Judy Chop, okay? Don't be trying none of this stuff at home on your kids or your dogs. And don't go ninja nobody that don't need ninja, okay? I ain't gonna be responsible for nobody's doctoring bills, okay? Now, Diamond Dave's Ninja School, only on the Trailer Park Network on YouTube. Be sure and subscribe to my channel, and that way you'll be alerted to all my ninja uploads, you know what I mean? You never know when some of my moves might save your life out here in the trailer park, all right? Diamond Dave from Diamond Dave's Ninja School, home of the Judy Chop.
Perfect timing for the
Oh my God.
The little guy
Pop Funko doll.
Oh, I don't
Jesus.
think he's for real because I think the plunger in the background kind of gives
No,
it
he's
away.
not real.
Of course he's not real, you
No,
dipshit.
Malik said, "Is this dude for real?"
Oh, I didn't see that comment. Well, it's been a great show.
I think the plunger in the background kind of throws that one out the window.
I think all of it threw it out the window, but
The angle of the dangle.
this was crazy. This was.
I don't know. I just feel like that's Lonnie's uncle or something like that.
I feel like you might be right.
It's pretty close.
I think you might be right.
He just throws off like hardcore Lonnie's uncle vibes.
Kate wants us to do the Dip Can Ninja Star, so let's give it a shot. Let's see if we can find it.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You're now a proud owner of one of Diamond Dave's, a ninja teaching flicks. I didn't have to see the sign right there. Come on in here, ninja. Here's my ninja. Diamond Dave's Ninja School. Come on down.
Why is it so blurry?
Because it's old as
What we're going
fuck.
to teach you in the first
15 years
episode
ago?
is a proper stance and a proper
That's not it.
kung fu. And you got your Judy chop, all right? You got your karate chop, and you got your ninja chop. Now, what smart thing to do is like when you put them in my pockets to get me for concealment of a deadly weapons. It says you got your son fella coming at you out in the trailer park. Regular cannon you say? No, says I. Watch this, people. Yeah, we just rolling through the trailer park. What's that? What's that fella doing? Ninja start. Right there. That's not fella much up behind the trailer. You know, you got to put them on out yonder like that. And you can't get him caught up in your ninja outfit, you know.
Good
Like
chop,
if a
bro.
fella's coming at you with a Judy chop, or you coming with that fan motion, well, you stop the Judy chop right yonder. You know, how you gonna Judy chop on that? There ain't no Judy chop on that. Let me tell you ninjas out there, this is not a game. Don't you to be trying this at home on your kids or your dogs, okay? We got 3 or 4 fellas now. What we
He's
do
on Jerry
is
Springer.
a ninja.
Of course he
won't
was.
action. All right, we get our nunchucks, we get our firm hold on our ninja nunchucking handles, and we get them home.
Right kids have hurt someone in Diamond Days and ninja school.
Oh my God. All right. So, if you've been with us this whole time, if you've been watching on Rumble, do give us a Rumble. Like the video. If you're watching on YouTube, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Click that bell icon. Smash it.
Smash
with the force of an IDF airstrike.
Hulk smash.
That's big time right there.
That's big time right there. This is a live show. We go live every Saturday night at about 8:30, about 8 o'clock, somewhere in there. Between 8 and 8:30.
It's in there.
It's in there. But if you click that bell icon, you'll always be notified when we go live. But that's going to be the end of the night show. Remember, friends, I know things are getting bad out there.
They're about to get much worse.
They're going to get way worse.
Fuck!
I'm Justin.
I'm Joe.
I'm Lonnie.
Tally ho, lads.